the dawn is breaking bright. From the shadows we sail through the endless night. Hand to hand we pull the line so tight. Together we rise in the morning light. Oh, a rising tide lifts all ships, me lads, with joy in our hearts and the wind at our backs. We're building something great, no turning back. Rising tide, we're on the attack. Dedication strong as the oceans roar. Progress calls us to the distant shore. Never surrender, we push evermore. Into the sunrise, what we're fighting for. Oh, a rising tide lifts all ships, we lads, with joy in our hearts and the wind at our backs. We're building something great, no turning back. Rising tide, we're on the attack. By God, we'll have our memes again, laughing free under the sun's warm grin, helping each other, kin to kin. This is our time, and we're gonna win. Oh, rising tide lifts all ships, we lads, with joy in our hearts and the wind at our backs. We're building something great, no turning back. Rising tide, we're on the attack. Taking it back from the stormy sea, forward we march, wild and free. A bright future gleams for you and me. Glorious days, our victory. Oh, a rising tide lifts all ships, we lads, with joy in our hearts and the wind at our backs. We're building something great, no turning back. Rising tide, we win at last. Below me, hearties, the dawn is breaking bright. From the shadows we sail through the endless night. Hand to hand we pull the line so tight. Together we rise in the morning light. Oh, a rising tide lifts all ships, me lads, with joy in our hearts and the wind at our backs. We're building something great, no turning back. Rising tide, we're on the attack. Dedication strong as the oceans roar.
Ahoy, everybody. How's it going? Hopefully we have better luck than yesterday. I think we should. Again, a bunch of it was heat, but yeah, we were blue screening, like just chaining blue screens yesterday, which is why I couldn't stream. But again, we were going to take one of these days off anyway, because I've been streaming a lot, which is good. Look, I've been super engaged. I've been loving it. It's been good for me. Hopefully everyone else enjoys as well. But yeah, anyway, we were crashing, so we couldn't stream yesterday, so that was our day off, and then we're back today. Squirrel, you weren't able to catch streams for almost 3 weeks because of work. You're just too burned out. Do anything when you got home? I get that. I get that a lot, man. I get that a lot. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Ham, Squirrel, welcome. Yeah. We're gonna be yapping again. Overheating, software or hardware? Hardware. Old, very old computer, unfortunately. I'm still trying to get the other one set up again. My modern computer bricked. Hey, Mind of Raw, how's it going? Hank, howdy. Theory, Chaos, all y'all. Work has been insane. Dude, I I did some good shit today on the gens. I haven't adapted them, but I did like six. I had credits to burn, so I just chucked some because they were rolling over for the month. So I chucked some emotes for the model at OpenArt. So I got like six different ones there. One of them is probably not great, but the others should be usable. So I'll chroma key them out, convert them, and add them to the model. I'm just committing to this one for now. It's fairly nice. I like it, so we'll stick with that. Then I got some various gens for a couple different projects. I think I did like 3 or 4 different ones today. Um, do. You needed a new 3D card yourself on a new box. You're using a overexpensive laptop. You paid too much money for right now. Dang. But yeah, anyway, I cooked on some gens. Normally I'd show them off, but this is a I wouldn't say secret project, but it's I'm just keeping it tight for now. This one is pissing me off though, man. Like all my it just popped, but anyway, but yeah, all these other ones have been sick today. And like my prompts have been really good. And this one, I'm not sure what it is. I've tried running it back through over and over and over with different prompt variants, and it really wow. And I think we'll be fine. It's off in the distance, but there is a storm going on, so that's kind of the danger here, is if power goes out or something like that. Hey lovely, how's it going? um but yeah, this so yeah, all my other prompts, I again been doing crazy work today, pretty happy with all the results. Wow, that's a lot of gens too. I'm not counting those upscales. 22. Let me just see what that would be. Oh, it's what, like 22. Damn. Like if I wasn't on unlimited, 22 times like what, $2 per, that damn, yeah, I would have spent like almost $50 in credits today. But again, up until the end of this month, next month, I think yeah, end of next month, I've got unlimited, so I can do them slow, but for out credits. But yeah, I would have spent $50 on Seed Dance today. Um, but yeah, and most of them have been really cool, but this one is absolutely fighting me. Damn, there's some good shots, but overall consistent. Okay, that's kind of cool. Stop it. Stop it. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. No cloning. Pay attention to the ears. Okay, so you want all the elf ears and all the clones. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't have time to fuck with it though, so we're just gonna keep regenning and hope some of them turn out well, but that's a disaster. All the other ones are working, but yeah, that one's just fighting me. I like the touch up on the model. Thank you. Yeah, it turned out really well. I'm going to do another tutorial video. Honestly, I just wasn't paying quite enough attention. If you pay a little bit more attention uh, on detail when you're chroma keying out, and just make sure you get the number exactly right instead of close enough, you can get a much closer key, which is good. Yeah, so anyway, gens were good. Shut up, kitty. Gens were good. Stuff's cooking. Um, but yeah, and it's nice. It's personal projects, but some of it's also for other people, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's too early to say for sure, but some people want some work. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Glad people are liking what I'm doing. Anyway, let's go. Let's do some yapping. I think as per usual, we might start off with some Rev. Rev put out a bunch. Alrighty, but yeah, and our gens are running. I should go over to those other ones at some point too, since that one's not working. All right, let's see what we got. We got more of the whatchamacallit, Odyssey stuff. The Odyssey. Um, we got Hassan drama, Asmon drama, and of course Leaflet and Scoochan. What do we want to hit next? We could just go in order, kind of bounce around. And I'm going to be careful. Things seem more stable, but unfortunately, just because of my old computer, I do have to be very careful about like how many tabs I'm opening and everything. I don't feel like Hassan. We'll save that for later. Um, let's do this one. Honestly, like a lot of these bigger people, I really don't like. I don't care about, and that's not a slight on Asmongold. Like I said, I respect what he's doing, but it's just like it's not really my thing. But also, it is interesting, and this one especially has been wild how people are freaking out. So let's do it. Hey Renegade. Hey Dark. I'm doing okay. Three more characters. Um, Potato functioning tonight? Yes. It's cooler than it was temperature wise yesterday, so things seem to be running. Um, but yeah, no, things are going well. Like I was saying earlier before you guys got here, my I got a lot of productivity done on AI projects today. My gens were pretty good. Again, one was freaking fighting me. It keeps cloning and messing with the ears or whatever, but all my other gens have been fairly good today. There's always gonna be some inconsistencies and whatever, but like it's quality stuff. I'm pretty happy with it. Last night was crazy. Yeah, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. I need my computer back for many reasons. I want it to be stable. I want to be able to have a better workflow. I want to be able to edit better. So yeah, I want better workflow and being able to like record locally and then upload in higher quality. It'll just let me actually put content onto YouTube easier. It'll also just be more stable. It'll have more power for editing easily without running out of RAM, stuff like that. I'll be able to play games with my people, which will be cool. Yeah, it opens a lot of possibilities. And if I can get back into my OS, I can get my accounts back. And like streaming without like for all the hate Twitch gets, and deservedly so, streaming without a Twitch account is kind of stupid, man. Kind of stupid because everyone's streaming on Twitch, so I've been pretty cut off from all that. All right. Huh, interesting. Imagine the generation workflow improvements with a better computer, right? Not touching the Hassan stream thing. I don't know what you mean. Yeah. Alrighty. Ahoy. As I was saying before this, I don't really care about all the all the Asmon drama. Someone mentioned Hassan in chat. But yeah, I don't care about either, to be fair. But yeah, I don't really care about the Asmon drama. But this one is pretty freaking funny. Like the amount of seething because Asmongold is hanging out with a girl is incredibly sad and very ironic because they want to act like he's the pathetic one when they're just freaking, and I hate to say it because it's always like that. It's a low class insult, but these guys are fucking no life in it, man. Like they are so freaking pissed at ugly ass Asmongold for hanging out with a girl. It's insane. Let's check it out.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So it's another massive day for the unemployed. Chuds are getting girlfriends, and the liberal media has no answer to this. Basically, we can see these selfies from Asmongold and his girl Kaize, and anytime these two are making their recent public appearances, it's causing immense
like I said, they just can't deal.
We're going to be looking at some insane responses to this selfie posted by Kaize, and we're going to see full-blown racism to jealousy and just general seething. But of course, in case you're not familiar, this is Kaize. This is the girl who's been showing up on recent Asmongold streams. Now, we don't know for sure if they're boyfriend-girlfriend, but clearly they are close to each other and they've been around each other for quite some time. But it doesn't really matter to a lot of people.
They just can't see people happy. It's partially that. Like, it's partially that they hate Asmongold for his perceived politics. The other thing is, like I said at the intro, like they view him as ugly and all that, and so they've put him in that mental box that he is unworthy of that. So it's not even just politics. It's because he's, they've put all that on him about him being like greasy and unclean and everything. So yeah, it's not even just his politics. He's ugly and unworthy of hanging out with a girl or whatever. And again, it's resentment. It's that these people are no life in it, so they can't stand to see someone get a life. Or again, Asmon had a life, but like have a more visible life. You've seen worse. Oh, for sure, for sure. The whole Asmund is ugly thing is definitely exaggerated. Yeah.
They hate seeing Asmongold
whatever.
with anyone, and it's
Whatever.
causing
Like, come on. That's not bad.
Craziest crash outs
He's
you
not
can
fat
imagine. And one thing I will say about
not
Kaise
ugly.
is she's handling it very well. You know you're going to get a lot of heat if you're dating Asmongold, but she is trolling a lot of the people crashing out. It's very funny. We'll see that
They do know that the Roach King thing is overblown, right? No, literally not. They do not know that.
Just a second, but you can see some more benign responses.
Yes, I am telling you.
You're saying you're telling me effing Asmongold got a girlfriend before me?
Deal with it.
Okay,
well, again, we don't even know if it's a girlfriend, but yeah.
A little honesty, a little
also, he's a fucking millionaire, guys. Come on.
Self-reflection here. This is not too bad. Here's another one saying this is unfair. How the heck?
Unfair! Oh my god, the fucking communist mindset strikes again. Hey, Rudy.
When that ugly even be able to pull crazy like that. I've been trying my hardest to find someone special, and this ugly person finds
told you. See, I fucking told you.
Effort. And before the comments even say it, yes, I am extremely jealous and envious about this. Asmongold should be me instead of her. Okay.
Was that just all a troll? Well played. Had us in the first 90%, not gonna lie.
Here's another reply saying, I bet you can cosplay Eevee really well. Whoa, easy. That's a very sensitive subject for Asmongold. Let's not bring up any Eevee discourse. He might have a moment. But of course, a lot of this boils down to people just being mad, seeing
Asmongold did ruin his teeth and had to have the dentist rebuild his mouth. I mean, he's a streamer. That's kind of to be expected. Dude, I need to get some dental work done too. Not gonna lie.
Asmongold in a relationship. You can see this quote really summing that up, saying, I love how much this triggers liberals. They can't fathom a moderately right-wing guy being happy in a relationship.
Again, we don't even know it is one.
They've created such an evil caricature of these people they don't like, including Asmongold. They can't fathom that person being in a happy relationship or even having a smidge of happiness in their lives.
House-owning millionaire,
and of course, the usual suspects are crashing out in the replies and the quotes, saying, girl, you're dating a Nazi. Oh,
I wish we could see the proposed community notes, because that's funny that girl, you're dating a Nazi gets community noted. Let's go. Hey, Antibot.
Yes, let's just keep flinging these buzzwords out there. That word means absolutely nothing at this point, thanks to users like this. But you can see Kaise, as she's been doing, trolling in the replies, saying, what's a Nazi? And that's a good question. I don't think that individual has any idea what it is. To them, it's just person who I don't like on the internet. And also, I'm pretty sure if you asked them what a woman was, they would fold into a pretzel trying to give you an answer. But you can see some more replies saying, this is not a gotcha, dummy. A Nazi is what Asmongold presents as. Ah, yes, a woman.
Really? Wait. So he's ugly, greasy, unkempt, and just really presents poorly, and he's also a Nazi who are known for being very snappy dressers. Really? Pick a lane, guys.
And he wouldn't deny it either. He's a white supremacist, racist, bigot. I mean, you want to add any others onto there while we're at it, but they continue on saying he's everything wrong with the world. You're pretty, but you're not cute. You can literally hear the teardrop.
That's insane. Again, I have some issues with some of Asmongold's takes. I say that every time. Like, he's not one of the people I most closely align with. But again, I respect what he's doing. I like that he just speaks his mind. I generally like him. But yeah, he's everything wrong with the world. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way. Grade school mentality. Oh, his feet smell too, yeah.
This user's face as they were typing this sentence.
Hey, Tuna.
Very brutal.
Yeah, yesterday it was just too hot to stream, basically, is the problem.
Stuff. And she says in response, it for sure got you mad. Yeah. Very nice response. And then this user says, are you...
Asmund said she made demands where Asmund has to clean his house, trim his hair, and shower more often. Pretty basic, if you ask me. That's pretty funny. And I was gonna say you shouldn't say that, but again, like, honesty is important. So if he doesn't mind sharing that, that's fine. And again, like that'll probably encourage other people to do better in their lives too. So if true, kind of based, like, yeah, whatever. Like some people be like, oh, you're going to let a woman tell you what to do. It's like, if they're telling you to do good shit, and like, it's the do cool shit thing. It's the do cool shit. If they're inspiring you to do better, yeah, okay, cool. That's a net positive. So yeah, good for her and good for him, I guess, if that's true.
Are you that afraid of a job? And she jokingly says, yes. Now,
yeah, and
humor
exactly.
and sarcasm is not allowed on the internet. But let's look at this user saying, are you afraid of getting a job? Brother, you're a 26-year-old commie LARPer on Twitter. I don't think you have...
Wait, Muslim South Asian Twin Towers enthusiast? Okay.
Full employment.
Wait. With the commie... Jeez, this is an account. This is a fucking account.
And for your sake, I hope there's no communist uprising or revolution, because you won't be allowed to be a totally online Twitter user. You'll be working in the mines.
Twin Towers in Malaysia.
Sake, I hope that never comes to reality. But here's some more replies. This user saying, even when you guys eventually break up, this will forever be your legacy. You will always be remembered as that one girl who dated a Nazi and didn't care. Ooh, this person's big mad. And of course, Kaise responds by promoting her links, which is a fair response. Also, there's something very sad about people on the internet praying for the downfall of relationships.
Didn't it come out that it was UAE behind 9/11? There was a lot of different countries involved in 9/11. I believe a bunch of the people, the hijackers, were from Saudi Arabia and Egypt, but I'm not sure the exact breakdown of official blame per country. I mean, I think there was another Middle Eastern country that was deeply involved, but yeah.
Between people they don't even know. Like, that takes an extra level of sadness and just self-hatred to be that invested in the downfall of someone else who has no connection to you whatsoever.
Super mad on Twitter about it.
But of course, all of this just boils down to she's really good at rage baiting these people, and she's doing a good job. If you're going to date Asmongold, you have to be able to handle this stuff and actually be able to roll with the punches, and she's doing a very good job.
Nice, happy Asmon.
But let's get into the more unhinged responses, okay?
Yes.
This quote saying, how down bad you gotta be as a woman to do this to yourself.
To do what? Jeez.
Well,
go ahead.
Clearly not seething. And also, Jarvis, bring up the Kira deleted tweets.
Oh,
there it is. Buddy, you might want to sit this one
out.
What? Here's another one saying, Asian women not even trying to beat the allegations. I guess I'm not as racist.
I was going to say, I don't even know what they're talking about.
Understand what they even imply with stuff like this. But it got 68,000 likes.
Everyone knows Nazis dress well. Ask Hugo Boss. Hell yeah. You didn't know, Asmon? It's recent stuff. It's recent stuff, and people are losing their minds about it, which is insane.
Apparently, everyone knows what this means, and thanks to this user for clarifying in a almost copy and pasted tweet.
Sound bad, huh? Yeah. And 19 hijackers, 15 were from Saudi Arabia. I thought there were more from Egypt, but I guess I'm wrong. Yeah. But yeah, I knew majority were from Saudi Arabia. I thought there was more of an Egypt connection, but could be wrong. Asian girls would date the troll under the bridge if he was a white man, brother.
With a screenshot saying,
this is crazy.
Asian girls would date the troll under the bridge.
Can't understand low IQ Twitter people.
Man. Oh, okay. So the allegations we're talking about is just racism. Okay, I just wanted to clear that up. It's just racism. And you have to remember, this is social media. On the hierarchy of edgy humor, you can make fun of white people.
Yep.
And then the next most acceptable
I was going to say, and a bunch of these people making fun of white people are white people, like self-hating whites themselves, clearly.
Is Asians. In fact, we've seen a lot of people use the phrase white adjacent.
Yeah, I use white adjacent because it's fucking funny and exposes them. Yes, Asians are white adjacent. It's fair to hate on whites, and it's fair to hate on Asians because they're white adjacent. It's so funny, actually.
Asian, so Twitter's just doing their thing. But here's some more of that. This person
I don't know, Dan, about official announcement. I mean, it does seem like there's something going on here, but who knows?
saying Asian American women are remarkable for how little shame they feel or seem to feel in advertising their contempt for their own men, or their willingness to barter dignity for the cheapest kind of fame or wealth. The late Tang dynasty is not dead yet.
Okay, hear me out. We found, okay, there's more, but like, we found a interracial couple dynamic that progressives don't like, and it's when white men get to be happy, I guess. Yeah. Seriously, think about that for a second. Like, they fucking love the interracial nonsense, but I guess it's not all right when white men get Asian hotties. It's pretty damn funny.
Dude, are you okay? It's just a selfie. It's just a selfie. It doesn't require this Reddit thesis over here, okay? But
hey
here's
guys.
some more of this person saying, never ask a white supremacist the ethnicity of his girlfriend.
Okay, Asmongold isn't a white supremacist, but I do love this meme. It's pretty dang funny. And again, the white supremacists are a very diverse coalition. It's great, and I mean that unironically. Actually, it's actually hilarious.
Which is kind of odd. Doesn't this just like contradict itself, right? You're calling him a white supremacist and then pointing out
white man happy equals bad. Yeah, exactly.
And also, that's not the label he has for himself. It's the label.
He's doing something most lefty incels and femcels. The most important part of a happy long-term relationship is to be best friends with your partner. Money, looks come second. Leftists treat Asians and Jews as honorary whites in a bad way, so you treat them as honorary whites in a good way. You love the meme, and yeah, hey Solence.
People like you apply to him, so you're kind of just fumbling your own joke here. But we have other people who are trying to do the same, and just like, I mean, just
Black
like,
Lives Matter, trans rights,
of course.
Yeah.
They're making outrageous statements like this on the internet. It's just expected. They got the world buffs.
To be fair, she seems whiter than him. Not quite, but yeah.
Of course, but here's another response. I've seen this image time and time again, where they're trying to portray this as their relationship.
That is funny, though. That's a funny picture,
fact,
but yeah, it's not
racist
accurate.
If you really think about it. Number one, this is supposed to be Asmongold. Last time I checked, Asmongold is not a fat man. And also it says, I love Japan, and he's chasing after what would be presumably a Japanese woman in a kimono, which doesn't even make sense in the scenario. She's not Japanese. So this person basically sees an Asian woman and must think,
just go the other way from the Marxists, relatively speaking, yes. And I could get in a whole tangent about the modern right wing and how I think what they're doing is dangerous because it's driving some normies the other direction who aren't intelligent enough to realize that no matter what, the Marxists are wrong. But we don't have to get into all that. I've said my piece on that many times. But yes, stop making the left in some cases look good, because normies can't sort out that just because they're right on some issues does not mean they're not retarded and just happen to be on the right side on one or two issues. Like, please, guys, stop. It's not the answer. Marxism is retarded. The left is retarded. Stop it. Get some help.
She's Japanese while trying to dunk on a guy for being racist. I mean, come on. Like, they're not sending their best, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of not sending their best, women are really mad about this, especially ones who like to sell their body on the internet. Nobody will cut down other women harder than other women.
Wait. She's in the comments on her Twitter defending him for being a literal Nazi, by the way. No, she's not. She's joking about it because he's not a literal Nazi, clearly, you retards.
That is just a fact. You can see this individual saying she's in the comments on Twitter defending him for being a literal
The right are allies,
Nazi,
not friends.
by the way. I don't think you know what any of that means. Also, she's not defending anything. You don't have to defend yourself against baseless...
Your entire point is that racism makes no sense to you. If a person has a favorite race, they should treat everyone as if they're that race. No, Because if they have a favorite race, they might have it for a reason. Like, I want to be clear, I'm not saying discriminate against anyone. I've been very clear, but that I will just say that logically that that doesn't make sense, because presumably they have a reason for thinking that race is their favorite race. So yes, treat everyone well, but if you have a favorite race, they're going to be your favorite race. He has millions. You could actually buy and sell these people. Yeah. Social justice retards. Yep. Esmond is lucky. She seems nice and on his level so far. Yeah. Again, like, this just popped up, and I'm not invested enough in that to really care. But yeah, if true, good for him. And it is nice that she seems relatively based so far. It is funny that she's just fucking with people on Twitter. That's a good sign. Left can't take a joke. Many such cases. Remember the last group of leftists that flew to visit ISIS? Ay, ay, ay. Nasty.
Allegations by Twitter algorithm hungry individuals trying to get likes any way they can. She's having fun with it, mocking people who are saying crazy stuff like this. Crazy stuff included in this tweet, by the way. And of course, people in the replies are dunking on this.
You mean if a genuine racist is actively trying to stop being racist? Okay, fair enough. I get what you're saying. Yes. So if you're trying not to be racist, you don't like intentionally treat everyone as your favorite race. Sure. But again, I don't think racial preference, like, it all depends on how you break down the term. I don't think racial preference is necessarily racist. I view like it as more negative discrimination. Like, again, and noticing and pattern recognition is a good thing to like, I already knew that, but to quote Leaflet, like yes, pattern recognition is a superpower or whatever from the Prejudice is Awesome one. So yes, do not judge individuals based on their traits, but judge groups based on their traits. Like, some level of racism, quote unquote racism, is good. Do not judge individuals. Don't look at a black dude and be like, hey, that guy's black and I don't like black people, so that guy's bad or whatever. But look at statistics, look at patterns, look at all that stuff. That is good. It is a superpower. It is self-preservation. So racism gets a bad rap. And again, that is not me saying be racist, because that, like, racial discrimination is largely bad. And I do not condone it, but it's also not right to just be like, nope, racism is bad and we have to fight racism. Nah.
Included in this tweet, by the way. And of course, people in the replies are dunking on this person. You can see Matt here, literal Nazi. You are a literal regard. So she's based. Got it. Shut up. You don't know what a Nazi is. Clearly with this infamous and already heavily used shoe on head meme from one of her recent videos. But here's some more jealousy. This individual saying, really hope she gets the money and attention
Seems like a lot of YouTube, Twitter, and such are very invested in the situation. Yeah, it's very weird.
Desperately seeks. It's the passive-aggressive nature, too, that's just, like, really backhanded here. And, of course, attention, you're making fun of someone for being desperate.
It's strange. There's always only one human race. There are ethnic groups. Now everyone around you always says race this and race that. I get it, though. Like, it's kind of shorthand or whatever. Ethnic group is longer to say.
For attention.
Be wary, folks.
Scroll down for 2 seconds, and you guys already know what we're looking at here with their pinned tweet, okay? Clearly this person's not getting enough attention. Here's another individual saying, I guess, bro, with a screenshot of her.
That's hilarious.
Mocking someone, telling her she's afraid of getting a job. Like, again, this is clearly a joke response, but people like this are so intellectually dishonest. They present it as something real, and also you'd be implying because of what she does that she's not actually working. Wouldn't that be very hypocritical for someone who sells adult content? Like, the hypocrisy in these individuals, it just goes hand.
She, they, gender affirming personal training and online coaching. What the hell is even that? Vancouver, a fucking Canadian. Holy shit. Of course. Lovecraft was racist and specifically married a Japanese woman so that he liked Japanese people more by association. It failed? Holy shit, I didn't know the deep lore. That's hilarious.
Hand in hand. They have no self-awareness whatsoever. It all boils down
That's
to a
an
selfie.
it.
Okay?
Yep.
These are responses to a selfie.
What are you looking at? I couldn't tell you.
Outrageous and racist and
you're happy for Asmund. You really don't understand the big deal about him having a girlfriend. Like I said towards the start, it's a combination of him having the wrong perceived political opinions. They think he's a literal Nazi, as we're seeing here, and also they bought into the whole meme of him being like the ugly roach lord. So they think he's not deserving on a physical level, and they think he's not deserving on a mental / ideological level. So him hanging out with a girl, again, we don't even know if they're dating, but him hanging out with a girl is absolutely mind-breaking, these fuckers, because they're way too invested.
It's that comments. Simple. But let's see some of the more benign but just seething sorts of comments. This one,
Canadians have psyoped themselves into being so cooked. Dude, they literally let their government kill them. I mean, most citizens of most countries let their government kill them to some extent, but the Canadians have taken it way too far. We could do a whole thing on that. It's wild. I remember when they used to have like isekai prevention stuff. Now they're like, oh no, do it and donate your organs. It's fucking wild. It's not just Canada either. They're pushing that whole thing on a lot. Like that's one of the next psyops. Like people need to pay the fuck attention, because a bunch of this shit, when it's happening elsewhere, like Canada and Australia and New Zealand and the like the woker areas there, those are test runs. They do plan to expand that to the rest of the West, including the United States. So we can laugh at Canada all we want. We're just a little bit behind. That's it.
One saying, so do they know each other, or he deliberately posed like that? Yeah, imagine whimsy in the year 2026. Ooh, that's so cringe. Imagine making silly faces in a selfie. I think he's doing stuff like that because he's comfortable and having fun.
Canada has some bad TDS, that too.
People make silly faces in photos with their girlfriends and their friends all the time. It's
made program, yeah. Only good thing to come out of that is the memes. I like the whole Get Canadian Healthcare meme. I mean, it's sad that it's a real thing, but it's hilarious as an insult that you can tell someone to get Canadian healthcare.
Pretty normal, actually, but of course, if you're terminally online and very, very sad, this might come as a foreign concept to you. But here's another one saying their expressions both piss me off for some reason.
Hey, Kura.
Probably because you're miserable. I mean, let's be honest here. Like, what else could it be? How could seeing a selfie of people making silly faces make you mad? Like, actually make you mad?
Execution
other
machine,
than
yeah.
attributing it to just being miserable in general. Here's another one exposing these two, saying, this your man?
What?
With a screenshot of Asmongold. Buddy, did you just like blow in from Stupid Town or something? Like, yes, that's Asmongold. You know that. Okay? Like, we're trying to act like this is the most hideous individual on planet Earth. That is not going to work unless you're just trying to make that narrative work some way because you hate him that much and all you can rely on is petty insults like this. And you can see people resorting to insane levels of cope as well. This guy saying, I refuse to believe Asmongold's girlfriend is really in it.
What the hell is going on with the whatever is on screen here?
For the love. This has to be a PR stunt of some sort. And if not, she must need money or want a visa or something. This literally came out of nowhere and
visa? Like, what country is she from? This is weird.
Feels forced AF. Brother,
again, I know nothing about her. I just assumed she was American, and like, she might very well be.
I've seen him. He's linking his own video in the replies of every tweet talking about Asmongold.
Canada.
And I'm not even gonna play this for you guys. It's literal torture.
Oh, that's what we were seeing. It's his video we were watching. It was his fucking hat. I thought it might be something like that. What the heck?
Listening to this guy speak. It's 41 seconds of him just saying the N-word every 2 seconds.
Wait.
And expressing how angry he is that Asmongold has a girlfriend and how she must be broke and desperate. There's
retardation is crazy. It really is.
This could ever happen. and I won't subject you guys to this. And also, if this guy's having a hard time understanding how someone like Asmongold can get a girlfriend, maybe it's because he doesn't post 41-second
See you, Theory.
just
have a good one.
torturous videos whining about other people on the internet. But here's another one saying it's the fact that he's just so terminally, indescribably Reddit to an unholy, almost cosmic degree, like an eldritch being of pure ignorance and hate wrapped in a skin suit of someone who never grew out of middle school. Holy Reddit.
I love when leftists use Reddit as an insult. It's just like, no, that's you guys, bro.
You're calling this guy Reddit? This is the most Reddit post I've ever seen in my life. Like, you can't get any more Reddit than this. I'm pretty sure this post already has updates on it, even though it's not even posted on Reddit.
Yep.
Cringe. Here's another reply saying Asmongold might be the ugliest creature on this planet. I think that's a...
Yeah, no.
bit hyperbolic, sir. But then again, you look at the accounts and you can't help but laugh. Okay, look at this bio. Wealth is in the mind, not the pocket. And then immediately the next thing is a hammer and sickle. So your mind is completely broke. Is that what you're saying? My goodness. Like, the amount of commie LARPers who always are on the end
Best white pill, at least for Americans: buy guns and ammo, train, buy informational books, learn how to garden, and you'll significantly increase your chances to survive the economy and devolving society. Damn, that's the white pill. But no, that's good advice.
About stuff we cover on this channel, it's actually pretty insane. Like,
if she fixes them up, it's gonna go mainstream.
That is impossible to avoid at this point. There's a clear connection between terminally online psychopaths and commie
look at the flags.
LARPers.
Yeah, it's a lot of flags.
Thing. But yeah,
I don't even care what I don't care what the flags are. If you have like 3 or 4 of them in your bio, you're cooked.
Pictured by panic. Can we just be normal for 2 seconds? Can we just be normal about a selfie? A harmless selfie for 2 seconds?
Get guns, yes.
But here's one more saying, I bet she won't post a pic of them kissing. 17,000 likes. Now, I guess what they're trying to imply is that it's a fake relationship, and they won't.
What the fuck is that guy too? Animal mother?
Because it's a manufactured relationship. Fix him. But it just seems like you want to see them kissing. Like that's what you're asking, right? You really want to see them.
You hope she makes him worse.
Way of showing it, I guess. But
why?
Hey, that's your preference.
In what ways?
Not mine, buddy. But this whole situation is very funny. Again, it boils down to a selfie. And I'm here for it.
Only flag that matters is American.
Sometimes you farm, sometimes you get farmed. And I am
Gadsden flag is pretty nice too.
Asmongold's situation here because it's very funny. He's bringing out the worst of everyone, the worst of the worst people, essentially.
Ew,
chink. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.
Alrighty. Peace. Thanks for watching. You know, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Peace. Tectone did his 2 cents on the topic. It seems to be more information than what others have. I don't give a fuck about information. We're here to be entertained by the stupidity. No, and I'm only half kidding. Maybe we'll check it out later. But again, I really don't care about the and like I am most invested in just watching these people freak out. Like, that is wild. That is wild. Like, here's the thing. Like other people were saying, hey, good for Asmongold. I don't really care though. I don't know Asmongold. Like, so yes, good for him. But it doesn't affect my life one way or the other if Asmongold has a girlfriend or not. Info, what's that? Yeah. It was a rat, not a squirrel, man. Get it right. All right, let's do the leaflet one. Well, leaflet and SKU. Someone suggested I watch the SKU reaction. It's just she doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of YouTube stuff, unless I was looking at the wrong account or whatever. But I found it on her Twitch. I don't feel like that tonight, but at some point maybe we'll go through her Twitch and do the thing. Who the fuck is Leafit? I don't know, man. I don't know. She's someone who, last I checked, has not fucking slept today. It's a little, it's something. Holy shit, yeah. He's still going. See. And what do we got over here? Okay. And how my gen's doing. I'm thinking still just in. Oh, there we go. Yep, still just pause there. Again, I hope that one comes through. Other ones are good, so that's fine. But yeah. Squirrels are rats with fuzzy tails. Fair enough. You wish more Republicans, conservatives weren't such hypocrites about waving the Gadsden flag? What, you mean just that they'll wave it but not subscribe to the full liberty or whatever? I can see that. Again, I have my issues with the conservative side. And I like a lot of people act like you just have to pick a team. I think that is not the way to go. I think you have to call out stuff, problems where it is. And yes, the right has a lot of problems, and there's a lot I don't like going on there. They're better than the left, but my issue is just that I don't think the current right, and by the right I don't necessarily mean the supporters. I mean like the politicians. The right-wing politicians are not saving this country. They're just killing it slower than the others, which is my problem with it. And if we just be like, hey, the right's better than the left, we don't save the country. But yeah, there's my little rant. It's a pet peeve of mine. She does do YouTube stuff. This situation is just not on her channel. It seems like she didn't post anything in like months or something when I looked. Again, I'm not super familiar with her, but when I looked up her YouTube, I didn't see anything for like 7 months or something. But hey, like I said, could have been looking in the wrong place. Give who Keen Rum? Call out stupid? Hell yeah. They just like the flavor of the right boot over the left boot. Stellar humanists to save the country. Yeah. Your thought is that a third party is coming. We have a guy here that got nominated in a race in the Lincoln Party. Interesting. Interesting. You're saying a third party is doing well in like a local election or something. That's cool. Democracy works best if you don't pick a team. Got to be able to switch to keep both sides from getting complacent. Exactly. Exactly. Like that's what I've been pushing for too. Like if you just pick a team, they have no reason to cater to you. You have to be willing to, and like I said, I urge third party because I think the Democrats are an utter disaster right now. Like I'd never suggest someone be like, don't vote Republican, vote Democrat. No, fuck no. Fuck no, do not do that. But you have to be willing to break from the Republicans to like third party or something just to show that you can. Like even if you then come back to the Republicans, you've made a point in your voting third party that that they don't own your vote permanently. Aim for the stars? Heck yeah. Both sides feeling not represented? Yeah, many such cases. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and check out this. Ahoy, as usual with Rev, it's so over. It's never been more over, I'm sure. I'm fairly certain it's never been more over. But yeah, I've never seen virtue signaling backfire this hilariously. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So in this video, I'm going to be once again talking about the AI-related debate in the VTubing scene.
Ahoy,
this has been a very hot topic for several weeks at this point, where a lot of virtue signalers are essentially labeling people as the worst things imaginable.
Trouble is, while the Republicans get complacent, the Democrats are digging their holes deeper and asking for bigger shovels. I would argue both sides are fairly complacent and locked in, but yes, I know what you mean. And again, we just started this, so I won't get into it fully, but yes, the Democrats are going even more insane than they already were, and that is deeply worrisome. Like they always embrace socialism, but now they're like openly and proudly embracing socialism and communism. It's kind of wild. Again, I thought we'd mostly, again, I knew it wasn't, the final, the end or anything, but we had mostly culturally won over the left, but then due to some massive fuck ups, they're getting their foot back in the door and going, like I said, even more insane. Libertarian philosophy is great, but our party is not listening to us, and they can't debate most of the time. Only the influencer side really spreading the word. Yep, I get that.
For using AI in any capacity whatsoever. At this point, I think it's safe to say we have a serious case of
narco commies took over the LP. Yeah, fuck the LP. We've discussed that too before. Like, even if you're a libertarian, the Big L Libertarian Party is a absolute freaking joke.
AI derangement syndrome in the VTubing scene. Now, I was going to make a joke.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for weeks. Like, it's been trending all over the place or whatever, and it's all Leaflet's fault. How could she?
On the acronym for the phrase I just described, but it might be a little too spicy for YouTube. You can work.
Libertarian ideology, no longer what it was. Disagree. Just there are representatives who claim to be representatives of the libertarian ideology, but they're not. They're lying communists. But there are still libertarians.
That out for yourselves and figure out what I was saying, but that is really what's going on.
Van Jones and David Pakman actually came out drawing a line against DSA recently. Don't care, they're still scum, don't trust them. No, but that is interesting. Like, that is interesting. They're probably just trying to get mainstream appeal or whatever. Like, I don't trust either of those people. How could Leaflet evaporate all the water? I don't know, man.
On here, we're going to see
it doesn't
some
come
really
back.
Inevitable and cringe results of the virtue signaling that we've been talking about coming out in full display. But of course, there's been a lot of lightning rods in this controversy, myself included, with my coverage of everything going on, but also individuals like...
I do wish my Leaflet hit piece had gotten more traction. That was pretty hilarious. Like, I don't usually meme that hard, but I went after her hard as a joke. How could Leaflet do this? I just blamed her nonstop for everything, up to and including time travel, since they were getting the time frame backwards. Yeah, I literally blamed her for ruining everything with the time travel device.
Leaflet, who provided a free-to-use program that helps bridge the divide between PNG tubing and live 2D, essentially giving people the opportunity to get their VTubing career off the ground.
It's really good. It's what I'm using now. Again, I got some today, but didn't finalize them, so I don't have the full suite, but I do have one emote on this, so I can wave here, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we'll keep adding to it. But yeah, very nice software. It's been fun messing around with it.
Using AI. We also saw how Skew-chan got roped into this because a related clip from her went viral where she reacted to my video and essentially
also
said
green up,
she doesn't
thumbs up
have
on the
a
green
major
triangle site. Thank you.
with people using AI. She wasn't
Leaflet
even endorsing the usage.
Leaflet hates artists and art, lol. Dude, Leaflet loves artists. Like, there are few people who love artists as much as Leaflet does. She just has a broader and more sophisticated definition. I know you're joking, but like, for the record, Leaflet fucking loves artists.
AI. She was just saying she doesn't have a big deal with it, and any competent and well-established artist is not threatened by the use of AI. But of course, that was enough to get her brigaded and attacked by the usual suspects. And now today, we arrived at the inevitable conclusion of all this virtue signaling.
You retards!
Publicly shaming...
Dude, and if this is the one I think it is, where she or he or whatever, I don't know, I'm not going to assume its gender, was then called out for this or something like that, and then played the victim. Like, they have no principles. They don't have double standards. I've called that out before. People say they have double standards. You have to actually have standards and then apply them differently to have double standards. They just don't have standards at all. But yeah, it's wild that you have artists doing this fucking attempt at public shaming bullshit just out in the open. And then they're like, well, no, you can't call out an artist for declining your commission. They can decline your commission for whatever reason you want. Like, pick a lane. Either it's fine to call people out for business disagreements that should probably be private, or it's not. Either it's fine to call out artists for turning you down, or it's not fine for artists to call out other people for using AI and that you turned them down. Be consistent, retards.
Individuals trying to
they're very consistently retarded.
Commission them who made the unforgivable sin of using AI generated references in their commission request. Not only are they being denied by these artists for doing so, they're now being publicly shamed in the process. We have really reached the zenith.
She hates capitalism too, giving away her AI V2 model maker for free. No, again, she loves capitalism too.
Of this controversy. And before we get into the topic of discussion for today, let me give you just a quick rundown of what's been going on the last couple of weeks, because this debate about AI usage in the VTubing scene has involved nothing but virtue signaling and shaming people for the simple concept of using it in any capacity.
AI haters have AI derangement syndrome, aka AIDS. Nice.
Whatsoever. It began by people saying that you're no longer a VTuber if you use AI. I guess stripping someone of their title.
Yeah. These people are retarded too. Oh, it's Kexi.
What a narcissist like this would think they have the power to do. Then they said using AI makes you a bad person. Then people said using AI at all is a political statement.
Okay, I'll take it. Again, like, it's nice when you can do things you already liked and get credit for it.
And then they said using AI is not just a political statement, it makes you a Nazi. Then they said if you're using AI, you're destroying the environment and putting people's lives in danger. Then they said using AI makes you look broke.
I think I was already blocked by them, so I think I screen grabbed that and posted it. But yes, it's like, I don't fucking care. I think my response to that one is, if I cared what retards think, I'd be one. Which I thought was pretty dang fun. But yeah, seriously, using Gen AI makes you look broke. Bro, artists are not entitled to my time or money. Like, again, I have a commission out with a friend. I don't know if I'll use it. Like, I'll pay him because I want to support him and I want to see what it'll do, and I want more expressivity. I want more tracking. So we'll see what he comes up with, and I will pay for it either way. But I might not even end up using it, depending on how I like it compared to what I've been doing with Leaflet's program. But yeah, I could pay artists, not a whole lot, because although I have savings, like it's if I were to continually pay for art, I would no longer have savings. But yeah, I could pay a bunch of artists. I could pay a lot of money. They're not entitled to that though. And I don't really care if I look broke by creating my own awesome art in AI instead. Fuck you. And also, like I said, if I wasn't on Unlimited, I would have spent like $60 on gens today alone. So fuck off. AI is expensive, dude.
As these people desperately try to farm pennies.
Just to clarify, AI is expensive, not compared to if you're commissioning artists though. Like, that is true. Like, if you're commissioning artists for some of the stuff we're doing, again, like the anime episode, probably would have cost us a couple $1,000s in gens. We got to do it with the unlimited stuff, so it didn't cost us anywhere near that amount. But that's like a couple $1,000s of AI usage. If we were doing it the normal way, and to commission that through a studio or something, that's like $100,000 easy, possibly multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. So yes, AI is cheaper, but the idea that broke people are using AI, no. Have you seen the fucking rates? Broke people are not using Seed Dance.
Revenue on Twitter, which of course involves them using this blue badge that they're paying to use on this platform, which of course funds the AI.
Sorry, let me catch up on chat there. I was moving a little bit. You mean artists are completely free to seek their own boundaries as far as who they work with, but if they set strict boundaries, then complain they aren't getting commissions, then you may laugh. Yes, and also just like they're allowed to set standards, we are too. Like I said, they're not entitled to my money or time. Again, I don't hate artists. Some people take it too far and are like, I hate artists, mostly as a meme. But yeah, I got no problem with good artists, and I wish them the best. Even the good artists are not entitled to my time. If I don't want to, and I am skilled enough to, and have the tools available to gen my own stuff perfectly to my vision, or at least like even if it doesn't come out perfectly at the first time, I can keep going until I fine tune it to be what I want. Yeah, I got no need for artists. Again, wish the good ones the best. I don't need their skills.
System on Twitter, which is incredibly ironic. And then we get this result. Now the public shaming of people making simple commission requests. So this artist decided to make this incredible call out post, getting nearly 3 million views and eventually locking the comments as they always do, saying just had to decline a VGen request.
Your Cook, the only model artist that you want, cost minimum 10K for it. It's fucking insanely expensive. Yeah, I've seen people being like, oh, just do it, like you can do it for like 200. Meanwhile, they're charging like 1,200 for it. That was pretty funny. Like, you can just look up their own prices, and it's and again, like you were saying, that's relatively cheap compared to what some of the stuff, like you can spend 10K, you can spend 30K on models and stuff. So yeah, 1,200 is somewhat cheap. Again, you can get like the customizable models or something for like 100 to 300. Some people are even doing them for like 50 or something, although I think that's very low. But yeah, so you can get them for under 300 or something. But yeah, 1,200 and then like 10,000 and shit. Yeah, no, it gets insane. Hundreds of thousands for the anime episode? Yeah, probably. If it's cheaper if you run it locally instead of using cloud providers, yeah, minimum. If you're so poor, just say you're poor. Exactly. Pokemon cookies. Poor is a mindset. You're not poor, you're broke. Damn.
Because the client sent me an AI generated reference. How hard can it be? As I will clarify a little bit later, this is a very common practice to provide references using AI. I'll give you a peek behind the magician's curtain here. That is very common in the VTubing scene, but this person is now not only denying the commission request, but publicly shaming anyone for doing this unforgivable stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I've said that before. Like, if you have a bunch of money you want to spend on art, you are better off generally going human. Again, if cost is not an option, you want to go human. You probably want to go human who uses AI, because then you have the best of both worlds. They have the efficiency on their side, but also have the knowledge and skills to touch it up. So yeah, you don't want someone who's just going to cut off AI completely, but you do want to pay a traditional human artist. So yeah, again, no hate on the good artists. If you have the money and just want to throw money at it until you get the best result you can, you're probably going to want a human artist.
And it all plays back to the question, what is the end goal? What is the end goal for these people virtue signaling about AI usage?
Yeah,
because they're saying if you use AI, I'm not going to accept your commission as an artist. And then what are they going to do?
Which is retarded. Because you know what this person is doing? They're trying to give money to artists. Like this comic is so on point, because like, look, you can clearly see, hi, can I commission you? Look, he's got a bunch of money. He's trying to give it to an artist. It's so stupid.
Next, they're going to use AI. So if you want people to hire real artists, why are you turning down people to virtue signal on Twitter? Isn't that very counterproductive to what you're trying to accomplish? But people are dunking on this individual in the replies,
says it all, yeah.
saying this, all this will do is discourage them from hiring artists. Congrats. You did a dum-dum.
You
They
did a
probably
dum-dum.
couldn't afford a reference for a while. Losing clients for no reason is insane. And then they reply with this image right here. And then another user says, LOL, this has to be bait. I really hope you don't go complaining about not having money and getting commissions, because now instead of them using a real artist, they will probably just keep using the AI. You only further people not wanting to work with you and others with this mentality.
Damn.
And of course, if you look at their accounts, commissions open. It's always commissions open. All of the artists virtue signaling about this stuff, there is a 9 out of 10 chance their commissions are wide open because they can't find people to work with because no one wants to commission them. So this
Nobody's
person
surprised the
gets
commies don't
someone
understand
to
supply and
commission
demand.
them,
True and
they
real.
Deny them.
I mean, they literally don't. Again, they have the labor theory of value, which is retarded. I like to say I subscribe to the value theory of value. Things have value.
Publicly shame them to get likes on Twitter, virtue signaling about AI usage. Here's another reply saying it's a effing reference, a reference, with 6,600 likes ratioing the initial post. And this person is entirely correct. It's just a reference. Okay, again, peek behind the magician's curtain here. AI references for art commissions is very common.
And extremely handy. We've talked about this before, but AI is very good at interpreting things. And again, it's very cheap compared to an artist. So you can afford to throw, like, so even if you're not great at prompting, you can afford to like throw prompts at things and fine tune until you get something that represents your vision, even if it's not perfect. And then you pass it off to an artist to do art of it, like traditional art of it. Like that's completely valid, and it's insane. These people are so retarded that they're like, no, I will not do the AI art. No, that's going to be one of the cleanest references you'll ever have, and you're more likely to produce a piece of content that will suit your client's needs. They will be happy with it. They will pay you. They will not demand revisions or anything like that. AI, dude, artists should be loving AI references. It's insane.
And I'm not going to make this really personal or anything, but I've worked with plenty of artists where I provided AI-related references. They accepted those commissions, had no problem with it for years, and now they're joining the bandwagon virtue signaling about AI usage. The irony is incredible, but very expected for people who care about all this virtue signaling and nonsense.
Real artists do love AI references.
Here's another reply saying that's your problem. Don't complain when you lose customers. You lot are so obsessed with AI. He just wanted to show you his idea to an artist because he doesn't have the skills, which is normal given that he's contacting you. Yeah, isn't that the whole point?
Right.
They're turning to an artist because they're not an artist themselves. They have no way to display what they want from you, so they're using AI to give you a reference point. It's a reference.
It's insane.
And yet they do this.
Actually insane.
Here's another reply saying, LOL, and y'all wonder why people are migrating away from you, insufferable people. And then they reply with this SpongeBob gif, very serious individual, but I would ask them, do you have the rights to this SpongeBob image? Do you have the proper rights to be using this? Oh my goodness.
BI, not AI.
Course,
I don't
they
care.
did the normal thing.
I
They
get what you're
locked
saying.
the
Like,
replies,
it's not true
and then they
artificial
quote
intelligence. Yes.
themselves
Yeah.
saying
But shorthand works.
LOL. Thank you for the 2,000 plus people who believe AI has no place in VTubing. Using a commission piece in AI to generate ideas is never okay. There are tons of ways to get references that don't involve AI. Yeah, I guess hiring an artist to make you a reference so then you
AI means every artist you hate will be unemployed and poor. I mean, aren't they already, basically? Aren't they already?
can turn to another artist and use that previous reference to get new art. Yeah, very simple. But this person acts like getting likes on Twitter means you're right, which would mean they're wrong under that logic because they were getting ratioed by so many people to the point of having to lock their replies. But no, you're getting likes from a bunch of activists and virtue signalers. It means nothing. They're hollow.
I don't want to be taxed at all.
There's a reason your commissions are still open. It's because ultimately the customers don't really care for your mentality.
They're going to start using AI and try to gatekeep all of us out of it. Dude, I've been warning about that since the very start, and it's why I don't mind the antis. Again, they amuse me. I actually love them. The fact that they are so cultishly anti-AI is hilarious and works in our favor. It's honestly one of the biggest things that has let us build such a wholesome, helpful community. We've had our share of drama, unfortunately. There's a bunch more drama going on at the moment. So yeah, it's not like we've been completely drama free, but we're not dealing with a whole lot of insane leftists because they just hate us from a distance. Like, they think we're absolute scum, not even worth trying to subvert right now. But there will come a time when they realize we won and come crawling in, and then they will do the meme of, this is our space now, why aren't you welcoming to us? And hopefully, like, I'm not big enough to single-handedly drive this message home, but hopefully everyone is realizing what I am realizing and have been saying, and will be strong enough to tell them to fuck off when they try that shit. Like, just dig up their tweets, be like, no, you were anti-AI for years, you're not one of us, fuck off, we don't have to do what you say, we're doing our own thing, we're rebuilding the culture, absolutely fuck you. So yeah, people need to be fucking plugged into that.
And feel slighted, or they feel hesitant to even want to commission you in the first place because you might publicly call them out over wrongthink while rejecting them.
Ultra based, heck yeah.
This is really the most simple way to respond to all of this. You people are so pathetic. Because all of this is so pathetic. How much these people hate AI is insane. They hate it more than anything else. I'm genuinely convinced.
Lefty and right, dude, no offense, like, I'm not calling you out personally, but it does slightly bother me when people like go like, oh, I can't believe you do left or right or whatever. Like, I use a lot of shorthand. Like, I'm not saying it breaks down just on left and right dynamics. It's still a useful term, and most people know what I'm talking about. So yes, I get what you're saying about it being more complex. At least I think that's what you're saying. But there's still absolutely valid descriptions. So yes, I will continue calling out leftists in 2026. The current year. It's fine. Yeah, hey, no, you find the terms funny? Okay, fair enough. I'm just saying, like, it's valid, though. Like, I think they're valid terms. Like, it might be oversimplified or something, but it gets the point people are making when they say it. Like, yes, it could be more nuanced. You could draw some more lines, but just as far as a simple shorthand for a conversation goes, calling out the leftists or the rightists is valid.
That they hate AI usage more than criminals at this point. I mean, like, tell me if I'm wrong at this point. But let's look at some more virtue signaling posts relating to this topic. Another individual saying the absolute bliss I feel.
Oh, I saw this one too. It's insane how much these are going around too. Like, they just blow up a bunch. Thankfully, a bunch of it is just them getting dunked on too. But like, these people are insane.
YouTuber who thinks
wrongists,
using generative AI
rightists
is in
wrongists.
any way justified. AI sloppers named Sir Dumf the Dragon.
Using lefty and righty is a lot more valid terms than commie and fascist. I think communist is a valid term as well. Again, I always say that it goes a lot beyond that, because a bunch of the mindset that makes communism so corrosive is involved in people who do not call themselves communists. So not all communists are self-described communists. Like, the same mindset is in people who are not communists and would never say they're communists. So but it's still a useful term.
Lord will come here using nothing but slurs to make a point.
Anyone who legit avoids reality is an enemy to you. Yeah.
And think I'm not gonna point and laugh, giving me free dopamine when I
if the political left has proven anything in the last decade, it's that retardation is a spectrum. I mean, I think we knew that. What about people like you who don't believe in the party system? Okay, you're geez, I'm just calling out my own chat a bunch tonight. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm in that mood, and it's not anything personally directed at you. But I certainly wasn't talking party, and I don't think anyone else here was either. Like, left and right are not party based. Like, that's not talking Democrats and Republicans. Like, so you can not believe in the party system and think it's fake and gay and uniparty and whatever. And like, yeah, stack as much descriptors as you want onto that and why you don't believe in the party system. And left and right and communist and fascist or whatever still have meaning. Like, it's not about the party. And I completely agree that that would be kind of a dumb take, is if you're just focusing on the party issue.
I reply bleh and block you. Ooh, shiver me timbers. This person is quite the tough customer over here. Wow. Look out for this individual. They might say bleh and then block you and get some free dopamine. I'm sorry if you're getting free dopamine from blocking people on Twitter.
I'm a mean pirate captain. It's on brand. No, I'm the wholesome pirate captain. If anything, I keep getting accused of being too wholesome, which I'm fine with. Like, if they want to call me that, it's not true. But like, no, I'm pretty damn wholesome. Roast chat, hell yeah. Leftists were the best useful idiots for the current Iran regime. I mean, again, my take on the whole Iran situation is going to differ from a lot of people in chat. But yeah, no. Iran is not our problem, and we have blown the situation and Iran up, and it's not benefiting American people, which is what I care about. So yeah, no, again, my take on Iran is we should not be doing shit over there. It was not necessary, and I was right the whole fucking time. Fuck y'all. Keen is a Silas friend. He good people. Yeah, I love Silas. We were talking a little bit today too. I got to get him on my stream. I've crashed his stream sometimes. I know he's super busy and stuff with real life stuff as well, it sounds like. But yeah, we're gonna collab. I want him on my stream. We're gonna do some racism or something probably.
Seek help. But also, what is this? I mean, what are we doing? Do you really feel that strongly about all this?
I love the yap too. We just paused there for a while to talk about random stuff. This is a good one.
Like, are you gonna have the same attitude for like a grandma using AI to make like a cat meme or something? But the thing is,
yeah, it destroys just as much water.
Sir Dumbath the Dragon Lord? If someone hasn't taken that name...
You hate to say it, but this bombing is aiding us to prevent China from their war plans and power play. Slight slurs, yeah. We need a Keen Silas collab. Yeah, hell yeah. Again, I don't want to get too far into it. I think yes, we should be exerting influence. I want to do it in a moral way. Maybe that's a little naive, but gotta add gravy. That's funny. Yes, I do want a Silas Gravy Keen stream. So it's funny that you say that. That's exactly what I'm trying to put together. Caring about the American people, and then that sounds like that dirty thing called nationalism. Yeah. But yeah, I just think there are better ways to go about. Hey, Yakno, gravy's based. Hell yeah. But yeah, there are better ways to go about it. Again, I don't want to sidetrack. We've tangented enough. It's something I do want to talk about, and we can do that. But let's keep moving here. But yeah, just briefly, I don't really like. Okay, you can say that it hurts China or whatever, that we're fucking up Iran, whatever. I think it fucks up us more. It just puts us in a really bad geopolitical situation. Again, I don't claim to be an expert on this, and I know people I know I'm kind of in the minority and end up going against my own chat here, but I always tell it like it is. I just think it's fucking stupid, and I think it shares way too much in common. I don't get why more people aren't willing to just like come at it from this angle. It shares way too much in common with like the Iraq war and all these other stupid wars. It was my initial day of the first bombings objection to the whole thing, is that I don't want another forever war. And everyone's like, it's not going to be a forever war. It's going to be days. It's going to be weeks. It's going to be months. We're at months now. What if we go to years? What if we go to years? I hope we don't. I think we can avoid it, but it's not a foregone conclusion. Like, fuck forever wars. I don't care if it hurts China. It's going to fucking destroy us. Holy shit. Like, this isn't rocket science. Oh, I just don't want it, man. I just don't want it. Again, maybe that's a little simplistic thinking or whatever, but no, we don't need it. It's atrocious. It's hurting us. We're going further into debt to try to prop up the petrodollar and all that shit. Like, it's kind of a lose-lose. I don't think we're necessarily a doomed empire or something, but I do think some of this is coming from the perspective of trying to save a failing empire. So it's kind of lose-lose. But again, I want to pull back, and again, possibly naive. It's definitely hard to rein in a global empire, and we do want some level of influence. We do need to assert some level of influence politically, globally. But I think there are better ways to do it. But yeah, this is not going good places. And it's already a disaster. It's going to continue to be a disaster. And if you're actually paying attention to what's going on, we're not even fucking winning. And I will tell you exactly why. Because, like, if you say Iran is winning, people think like, oh no, they're not powerful enough to win against the United States. It's asymmetrical warfare. They don't have to strike us on our soil to win. They just have to not lose. Like, if we can't take them out completely and do regime change, like, if they can hold out, that's a win for them. We are fighting a uphill battle despite our more sophisticated tech, just because all they have to do is not completely lose. Not our battle. Yeah. But yeah, and that's what I was saying is it's a hard balance, but we have to pull back and focus on the homeland, not more foreign conflicts. Like, we win by, similar to the community drama, like, I win by not engaging with the community drama. And I think the same mindset goes to this. Like, we as a country, as a nation, win by not getting the fuck involved in all these foreign conflicts. Again, some of them are going to be necessary. We do want to assert some level of influence. I get that. I don't like it as a libertarian and, you know, I guess honorary stellar humanist or whatever. Like, I don't want to see loss of life. Some level of influence does need to be asserted. You do have to push the levers of power, but it has to be done in a smart way. And this is not that. This is not that. Holy shit. This is a disaster. We're destroying the economy and not getting anything out of it. Not wanting forever wars. You want to pressure life or preserve life or something radical like that. Do the levels of evil the pirate has have a cap? Oh, do my levels of evil have a cap? Again, like, I do want to preserve life, but again, I also want to preserve American life and prosperity. So it does just come from that angle as well. Like, yes, I have that little thing where I'm like, oh, I want everyone to be happy or whatever, but I also absolutely prioritize my own people being happy. Look, I want to be the good guys. Like I said, if I thought like that I could bring back the cost of living, cost of living metrics of like the 50s or something like that by going to war, I'd like to say I'd still be opposed to it on a moral principle, but I'd at least have to fucking consider it. If I thought we could get some, like, look, if you're telling me we could bomb Iran and everyone could have a house on a single income or something like that, I'd be like, this is something at least worth talking about. This is something at least worth talking about. I don't want to do it, but like, holy shit, you're saying we can save the country if we bomb Iran? That would be a different perspective. That would be a different conversation. That's not happening. That's not happening at all. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to tangent, then I tangented hard, but I think it was a good one. I hope he knows those statements are jokes. Honestly, I was yapping too much. I haven't even been reading chat. I try to read chat a lot, but yeah. You're for America, truly. Iraq, a new pipeline gets some stuff done, more room to work. Iran is full of murderers and terrible people. You would like to see the people free, to see region begin healing. Okay, but here's the thing. Like, they were telling us that it's basically the being greeted as liberators thing. Like, at the start of this, they're like, we need to save the poor, brave Iranian protesters. You'll notice we have not heard shit about the protesters basically in months. Like, it's now all about the nuclear dust and the Strait, which the Strait was always open until we started this shit, and now we're having trouble with the Strait. No, it's not about the Iranian people. I want the Iranian people to be happy too. That's not what we're fighting for, and I don't think it's going to produce those outcomes either. We've replaced, as far as regime change goes, we replaced the regime with a more radical one. We killed their supreme leader and replaced him with someone out for revenge who doesn't have the long-standing geopolitical experience and all that. Like, it's not a good situation, and he's much more dangerous dead than alive. So the whole thing's a disaster. I stand by that. The whole thing's a fucking disaster. That's my objection to it. It's not, like, again, if we could do this in a competent way that served the American interests, I still am opposed to the interventionism on a moral standard, but at least if we were getting results, I'd be like, holy shit, this is cool. Iran is an overreach. It's a reaction and a problem almost 100 years old. We fucked it up to begin with. Like, there's so many things you can say on that too. You can't say what you want to say in text. I mean, someone else already said glass it, so if that's your perspective, again, that's not my perspective, but if that's your perspective, other people have said it. A lot of people want to glass the whole region. I get it. You agree the plan overall should allow civilians to gain control of government. Hard to do without big ordeal involved, and you're not going to do it without boots on the ground. You're not going to do it without boots on the ground. You can't regime change with air power, generally speaking. So if and here's the thing, even if you care about the Iranian people, which again, I do, I want the best for the Iranian people, you're not, like, is it worth the cost of American lives it would take? Like, even if you're like, oh, the Iranian people are important and I want to save them, I still don't want to spend American lives on that. Like, that's not a good trade, because I want the best for my country, and I do think that's by pulling back and focusing on our shit. Bring back, like, cut, like, the biggest enemy is not Iran. It's like, it's globalism and corruption and shit like that. Like, fix our own government, stop relying so much on massive levels of foreign trade. Some is fine, but like, pull back, bring back manufacturing to the United States, completely cut off illegal immigration and legal immigration. Like, cut legal immigration down like 90% too while we're at it, and wages are going to go way up. Back to the video. I'm ranting here. I'm ranting. You can't agree with making young people die because you agree with what the news tells you. Doesn't matter if we fucked it up or not. The immediate situation still is. Iran is not a threat to us. They can't reach us, and they weren't even trying to. Like, they weren't going nuclear. They didn't have the missiles they needed, even if they were going nuclear too. Chat's got him the tangent bucket. Let's go, Krabs. Went back to the bucket. Who got Keen ranting? I don't know. Someone brought it up. I'm just like, this is, yeah, no. But it's them or us. It actually is just that they're kind of pathetic. The decision isn't complicated. It's not them or us, though. We don't have to be over there in the world. It's not them or us. Biggest threat to America is and will be boomers and their mindset. That's a big one, because it's a big chunk of the voting block. I'd say like our own politicians and shit like that are a bigger problem, and the boomers are going to sort themselves out. We need to stop relying on massive amounts of oil. We can go nuclear, and that would lower the prices. Hell yeah. Chinese are nuclear. Yeah. Pandemic proved that having 99.9% of our stuff made elsewhere is a huge security risk. Yeah, but no one cares enough. We've talked about this before. No one in government will actually push the buttons that would make life better for the American people. Even though clearly demonstrated that, like you were saying, relying on foreign goods is a massive security risk. No one cares enough to fix it. No one in the positions of power cares enough to fix it because they're all getting kickbacks and shit too. If Iran can be the way it is without being in check, they have a mandate to kill the great Satan. I mean, we could get into why they think we're the great Satan too. Like if we just pulled out of the region, mostly even, there's like, we solve a bunch of the problems. Like, they don't hate us for no reason. A lot of people want to focus on just, you know, they're bad Muslims or some shit like that. And again, there are issues with Muslims. I don't think they're exactly compatible with Western values, especially in large numbers. But I don't have a huge problem with them if they're not being imported over here to fuck shit up. Like, I don't hate Muslims, and I don't think a Muslim Iran is a threat to us over here. Again, I want to focus on the American people and make life better for Americans. You used to believe that U.S. could isolate. I'm not even talking a complete isolation. As for pushing the button, it's just kind of a metaphor for, like, basically imagine a easy button on a desk, on a politician's desk, that you can just like press and solve a bunch of issues. So one of those examples would be like closing the border, which thankfully, to Trump's credit, he largely did. The illegal immigration inflow, again, the outflow could be much more. We need more mass deportations, but the inflow, to his credit, is massively reduced. So he did press that button. But yeah, that's what I mean by pressing buttons, is there's just massive problems that could easily be fixed, but no one actually cares to do it. Iran has been doing stupid with the Strait for a while now and want to keep charging fees for passage. I don't really care, man. Do other straits or something. Pulling out fully will not stop their religious rhetoric. Have you seen the shit they want? Again, I think it's somewhat self-fulfilling. It's a combative sort of thing. But again, I'm not even talking pull out completely. I said limited disengagement, keep some level of power over there. But as long as we're not like propping up a bunch of the chaos going on over there, and like, that's the thing. The Middle East has always been chaotic. A bunch of the current chaos is because we're also poking it with a stick, basically. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that or whatever, or can even disagree, and that's fine. Not everyone's going to agree with me. A bunch of people clearly don't. But yeah, we're making the situation worse. I'm not saying, oh no, they're fine, they're innocent people. What we're doing over there is fucking shit up even worse. They want you dead? No, they want us dead for specific reasons, and they can't deadify us anyway. And look, the majority of the Americans killed by Islamic extremists are in the Middle East. That's just a fact. We put people over there and they kill us. I don't like that. I want less dead Americans. And part of that is going to be like pulling out to some extent. We need more ice. US America loves our ice. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if ice necessarily is the specific solution. But yes, we need mass deportations. We need to get the people here out who do not belong here for sure. Tariffs were part of the plan to encourage domestic production. Yes, and a bunch of people had issues with tariffs. I don't. It's a balancing act. I've talked about that before. You need tariffs if you're having, basically it kind of builds on each other. And as much as I don't like government regulations, if you're having any government regulations like minimum wage and worker protections, that's going to drive up prices, and you need to counteract that with protectionism. So you need tariffs if you're doing a bunch of bullshit with minimum wage and with worker protections and everything. So yeah, no, I like tariffs up to an extent. Like, it can be too chaotic and abused, but tariffs are fine. You guess you don't see any way other than the massive culling that's coming. Most of us are going to die. That's definitely a possibility. Again, we're way too reliant on technology. So if something does go massively wrong, yes, like 80 to 90% of people are going to die is what a lot of people are saying. That's not a happy thought, but yes, that is on the table. I hope it doesn't happen, but hell, it will happen eventually, probably. Maybe not, but yeah. Whether or not it Twin Towers weren't in the Middle East, yes, but it's also not the majority of the people killed by Muslim extremists. And we could also get into that. That was to some extent allowed, it seems like. So yes, we could have, if people had wanted, speaking of pressing the button, I think our own government could have prevented 9/11 too. But yeah, even if you just take it as a straight, unpreventable attack, it's still not the majority. And I want to be very clear because people get very sensitive about that. That's not me saying, oh, no, 9/11 was no big deal. It clearly was. But more Americans died in the aftermath of sending them over to the Middle East than died in 9/11. And then when they came home and broken and isekai'd themselves and shit like that too. So again, not to downplay 9/11, but it's not the majority. And I said majority of Americans killed by radical Muslim extremists are in the Middle East. Because that's where the Muslims are. That's where the majority of the Muslims are. Like, you send Americans over there, you're putting them in danger, and that's where you get the deaths. Mideast was always chaotic? Yes. They did attack the Pentagon, allegedly, yeah, too. Leaf's multi-chat is rocking. She's not streaming tonight, right? But you're saying the program is? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna try to build my own too if I don't get access to hers soon. But yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It looks sick. Point about tariffs is that we've been charged tariffs while we had NAFTA'd ourselves in the foot. Oh yeah, no, it was stupid. It was stupid. Like, and similar to that, if everyone else is going to be charging us tariffs, we also need to play the tariff game as well. Ahoy Chaos, how's it going? Your belief they can't touch us is flawed. They largely can't touch us, and I was talking like mainstream military. Like, when I said they can't touch us, I was talking like conventional Iranian military cannot touch us. Like, a lot of people want to act like they're days away from nuking us or something. That's not the case. That was my point. Not that Islam can't touch us, but that Iran as a nation can't really touch us. So we should airdrop the leftists into Iran and let nature take over. I mean, it's worth a try. You'll just say nationalism like it's Desu and leave it at that. We are just as likely to be one shot by a rogue black hole the size of a penny. You do not think we are even close to global wipe due to tech. I didn't say global wipe. I'm just saying if we have a breakdown, so yeah, again, if we have a breakdown, it's going to produce mass death like never before known in human history. That's just kind of a fact because we've never been more reliant on technology. So yeah, I'm not saying, oh, it's a bad thing, it's about to happen or anything like that, or black pill. I'm saying if things break down to that degree, it's going to be unprecedented. What was it like for the U.S. when it used tariffs in the 1800s? Yeah. Their missiles can reach Europe, matter of time to reach the U.S. Yeah, but if they that's the thing. They're not going to attack us first. If they attack Europe, we can get involved at that point or whatever. Like, what are they going to do? Like, how many missiles are they going to have? How many can they attack with at once? Like, if they attacked Europe, it's not going to be, speaking of mass death events, it's not going to be a mass casualty event. It's going to be a medium casualty event. But I mean, I think people would see it coming before then anyway. I don't think they even attack Europe. And if they do, again, then we fuck them up. Like, whatever. Can we go back 10 seconds? Yes, and I'm about done here, so we will go ahead and do that. It is fun to rant. And yeah. Let's see. Lack of regard for human life by most government powers will always move us to resetting the pattern. Yeah, and just human nature in general will always go about resetting the pattern. U.S. Navy has a laser that can hit things 200 miles away. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We kind of have all the tools. Thousands of missiles, and they claim they want to attack us. I don't know what you mean. You think we're being too short-sighted? It's incredibly naive and silly to wait for when they can instead of dealing with it before. But again, that could be for everything. You do realize Israel could nuke us, right? Do we take out Israel? Like Europe could nuke us too. Like, how do we draw the line there? Pakistan is a nuclear power. Are we worried about them shipping like a suitcase bomb in or something? North Korea has nukes. Like, where do we draw the line? Where do we say, oh, we can't wait for them to attack us? We have to take them out first. Like, do we take out the entire rest of the world? Handheld nukes, yeah. Yeah, and truck nukes and stuff. Like, if you could smuggle a truck nuke in. Israel isn't a death cult? Brother, look up the Third Temple shit. Israel and some Christian sects are just as much of a death cult as the Muslims. Like, that's the wild thing. Like, if you look into some of the religious perspectives behind this like three-way war with Israel, the United States, and Iran, it's crazy. Like, so yes, there are absolutely death cult elements to Israel. Some of the Jews there and some of the Christians here want to rebuild the third temple and bring about the end times apocalypse stuff. So no, it's not as simple as that. There is absolutely death cult elements. You heading out, Org? All right, catch you later. Samson Protocol, yep. It's fun getting him rambling. To be fair, it doesn't take much. And again, I know I'm not in the majority here. I don't think I'm necessarily in as much of the minority as some people think. But yeah, no, and it's fun. I like to, like I said, I like to tell it how it is. So I'll fight with chat. It's a fun change of pace. But yeah, no, that's my take. We don't need to be over there. There's a bunch of bad people in the world, and we should be focusing on our own stuff and trying to make life better for Americans, because that's what a nation is supposed to do. Israel only exists with our support? Yes. Not the same scale death cult? Yes, but we've propped them up to such an extent that they are a threat to us. I mean, we could talk about all kinds of things. Well, I'm not sure we can talk about it, but there's all kinds of ways that they have power over us as well. So, and again, look, if we're talking influence in the United States, whether that's military or political, Israel is a bigger threat than Iran. Just saying. You think I'm underplaying Iran's potential threat? I don't know, man. I might be a libertarian, but people shouldn't hold it against me. No, you're welcome to. Again, you're welcome to disagree. You're welcome to disagree. You can hold it against me if you want, but I just don't think it's the way. Again, if I thought it was in our best interests, I'd at least have to consider it. I don't think it is. Filthy fence sitter? Damn. Islam is scary in numbers? Yeah, which is why we don't support them and import them over here. That we never should have done that. Like, it didn't have to be the problem. It is, well, our own politicians brought them over here. I'm not concerned about enough about this particular threat. No, I don't think it's a geopolitical threat. Like I was just saying, that's actually a good lead in. I don't want them over here, and I think that's a threat to our national cohesion. I think there's absolutely such a thing as a Muslim threat. I don't think it's coming well, of course, inadvertently it's coming from the Middle East, but like most of our Islam problems are coming from what we've done in the Middle East. And again, that's not like blaming America, it's blaming some politicians or whatever, but like the problems we're suffering from over here under Islam is because we fucked with them over there and created the mass refugee shit, and then had policies so fucking weak that we absorbed a bunch of that shit. So yeah, we brought the Muslim problem over here. I just hope the deportation numbers are as good as they sound. Yeah, again, we need mass deportations, 100%. You believe all Americans should own their tank or battleship? Yes. Now we're talking. You disagree with almost all libertarians, but you won't hold it against me because it can make a decent argument, unlike the rest. Well, thank you. And again, I'm not even the most educated on this. I'm just kind of speaking from my position. But yeah, and again, I do hope we can all disagree and get along, because I don't hold it against anyone else if they don't agree with me, and I hope we can do that, because yeah, like I said, I'm just saying what I believe, and we can all get along, which I do think is another one of our superpowers as a community. Your takes are much more generous than your takes on it. Personally, you think we should wipe them off the face of the planet, their government, not their people. You can't really, though. I mean, that's kind of what we're trying, and it's not working. You can't exactly remove the regime, again, especially without boots on the ground. So we could do it. We'd have to commit a lot, and I'm not even sure we're in a position to do it well, because drone swarms, that's true. But yeah, I mean, we'd have to massively change the way we do a whole lot of things to even get close to accomplishing it. All right, see you, squirrel. Regardless of the cause, fact is they are targeting us now. Yeah, but can they reach us? Like, what can they do? And does us fucking with them and potentially getting engaged in, like I was saying, another forever war that does not benefit us, is that worth the risk? Like, so even if you say they are a threat, is what we're doing now the best solution to that threat? And I still don't think it is. We do need to limit hurting the citizens as we try to get the overlords that care not one whit about them. Okay, but you could make the other argument, like people are saying that they're all deranged radicals or whatever. Why do we need to care about their civilians? And again, this is making the devil's argument just as an example. This is not me saying nuke them all or whatever. But why, if they're such a threat, why would we need to care about their citizens? Why not just fucking carpet bomb them? Criticism of how we prosecute the war is valid. Question is, what would we do now? Pretending they can't do anything is not smart. I don't think I'm pretending. I don't think they can really do much. Of course, we can agree to disagree. We aren't libtards. Yep. You can travel to Canada across the border from Canada and attack infrastructure. Oh, they can? Yeah, then again, that's a policy issue on our side. We need to secure that border as well. Boots on the ground is the problem. Iran is kind of on the same level as the US when it comes to how unforgiving boots on the ground. Yeah, rifle behind every rock, I guess. Yeah. Japan was brainwashed as well. We had to drop a son or two times to stop them from doing crazy stuff to some extent. I think that was you can look into some of that too. That wasn't great. And like if you actually look into it, we hit the Christian population centers in Japan too, and like kind of wiped out Christianity there too. So I mean, there's a lot of shit going on the geopolitical scale that is very sketchy too. So the whole hit in Japan there had some serious downsides as well. There's a way to do it without boots. You need to hit all power plants, schools, hospitals, refineries, highways, centers of government, and farms. But you think that becomes a war crime? Yeah, and there we're back at mass death. Like if we're saying we're supposed to be saving the citizens who don't support that, yes, you can wipe them out by infrastructure, but you're going to be killing, like we were talking about the mass death. You're going to be killing like probably not 90% in that case, but you're going to be killing like just at a guess like 30 to 50% of the civilian population, possibly more. Ayatollahs are not the Persians and vice versa, taken over for almost 50 years. Yeah, but there's still no easy solution. Like you have to kill them all or mostly leave them alone or something. Like bring them to the table. Like you can say they're not as reasonable or whatever, but like we should be trying to have better relations. Again, I know people will say that's naive or something, but I'd much rather talk than do this stupid bullshit. Because again, like it's not even about, oh, let's get along with everyone. It's like, what is best for the American people? And I think not pointless potential forever wars is what's best for the American people. If we need to care about civilians that are being slaughtered, then we need to go save Nigerian Christians before Iran civilians. Yeah, also true. Again, I'm not into the interventionism, but at least like a pure actual rescue mission like that or something would make more sense than picking a fight with a big country. Like send some fucking, again, not even advocating for this, I'm just saying if that's something we wanted to do, yeah, send like some special forces into Nigeria or something like that. And geopolitics and people's lack of understanding of what is necessary at the level interesting. 60-70% since mass starvation is or illness. Yeah, again, I was probably lowballing it. Like I said, 30 to 50, but probably more actually, which I know is not how you'd phrase that. Best chances to supply and support internal revolution in Iran, boots on ground would be too costly. That never works either, and you end up giving it to the wrong side. Like we already shipped, as a nation, we already shipped guns over to the Iranian rebels, and it probably ended up in the hands of the IRGC or some terrorist group. So that's massive. That has not worked ever too, because we don't have the smarts to determine the right people. Why don't we just collect all their leaders till they want to play nice? I don't think we can accomplish that either. Space Marines is what we need. That would be based, honestly. Like, yeah, okay, we can do that. Kurds, we gave them to the Kurds. Many such cases. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the Kurds took them. No solution without cost. Yes, but I don't even know if we need a solution. Again, I think people are overplaying the risk. And ahoy, Vanderwalk. As one terrorist support once said, lying is OP. Many such cases. We have Space Marines. Well, let's use them, because again, that would be fucking base. Like, look. Again, I'm anti-interventionist. Rule of cool wins out though. Like if you're telling me we can fucking drop pod in some fucking Space Marines and go absolute Terminator on the people that, even if I don't think so, that people that some people are saying need terminating, holy shit, that would be cool. Let's do it. Just because it would look fucking sick. Send in the Terminators, man. Still hush hush shit. Let's go. But yeah, give me some fucking drop pods, man. Now we're talking. No solutions, just alternative consequences. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I wasn't going to tangent, and then we did, but I think it's about time we get back to the video. If we upload this, we're going to have to do some editing. I mean, it's a simple clip. We just clip out last 20-30 minutes or however long it took us to yap there. But yeah. Let's see. Let me catch up on chat, and then we'll get back to the video. Black Templars, baby. Best way is full-blown subversive shame. You make not complying a shame and dishonorable. Honor cultures are susceptible to those tactics. I'm not sure exactly how you do that, but sure. Exterminate the heretics, brothers. Now back to AI. You like the AI vids, and hope Skybrows will be dropping part 2. Yeah, I was just talking about that earlier. I want more Skybrows. Skybrows main content. Like he's been doing some of the smaller stuff or whatever, which is cool. I was really inspired by his X-Men fight scene. The Kill a Kill thing was pretty interesting, even though the visual style was not to my taste. But yeah, I want more classic Skybrows, more of the main series, whatever you want to call it. Pocket stars. We had a video? No. Anyway, let's hit it. We're back. We took a bit of a tangent there. Let's hit it.
Already, please go ahead and do so. And
Wait,
also,
let's go
am
back
I
like
using
15 there.
AI to make like a cat meme or something? But the thing is, too, great name. Sir Dumf, the Dragon Lord.
Based.
If someone hasn't taken that name already, please go ahead and do so. And also, you haven't blocked me yet, so feel free to do that. Give yourself a little dopamine rush. Feel good about blocking people on social media. I'm right here waiting for you. Totally good. Go for it. I know it'll help you out. I'm feeling charitable today. I want to give you some dopamine, so go ahead and do that. But here's some more from this individual saying, my fellow VTubers, please don't use generative AI for your content
I love
creation.
when they tell you can't be a VTuber if you don't use if you use AI, or beg you like, please don't use AI. It's like, oh, fuck off.
They're speaking like it's a presidential address or something, like you're an artist, chill out. I will never stop preaching this. Artists are the backbone of the VTubing sphere. If you respect your artists who drew and or rigged your model, then refrain from using.
I don't, and I've talked before about how I wish the best for the good artists, but I don't owe them anything. So yeah, I will never stop preaching this. Artists are the backbone of the VTubing sphere. They might have been. We call them legacy artists for a reason. Also, again, do better work. There are big mainstream streamers, VTubers, who have been waiting years. Like people have been talking about Kirsha recently because she was talking about it. I have not seen that. I don't have a whole lot of time to watch other people's content, unfortunately. But someone was saying like she said 6 years on stream. She's been waiting 6 years for a model, apparently. I knew it was like at least 3 years. I didn't know it was 6. She's a big VTuber. She's been waiting 6 fucking years getting jerked around by some legacy artist. So yeah, no. If you respect your artists who drew and or rigged your model, no, they need to compete in the marketplace. Then refrain using AI slop. It's not slop. You can do a good AI work. For your other content, no, I will not. You're not entitled to my time or money. I've gone over this. There are so many artists on VGen who fit to any type of budget. Yeah, but not time frame. I can gen up my own shit before they can even get started. And that's all dependent on if they're feeling depressed or not that week. Holy fuck. If you don't have anything to spend there, and there are also so many wonderful free resources. If I'm not spending money on the artists, why do you fucking care if I'm using AI? They wouldn't get money anyway. What is with this? Don't use AI, use free art. It's not as customizable, and artists don't benefit anyway. Why do you want me to use free content from legacy artists? Respect your artists and stop using AI. Make an argument, retard.
AI slop for your other content. There are so many artists on VGen who fit to any type of budget.
Now that we are on VTubing and AI drama, can you get a check on if we are pro or anti-Rev team? You'd like to know which team we are? Thanks in advance. Largely pro. I like Rev, or I wouldn't be reacting to him as much as I do. I do have some, I do have some criticism if we're honestly talking about pro versus anti-Rev stuff. So yeah, no, I'm largely pro-Rev. I do have some issues with occasionally one of his videos will miss, like because he does the clickbaity thing or something. Some of his content will just be, it's not super common. I like most of the stuff, and he's been putting out bangers recently, but there will be the occasional Rev video. If I'm criticizing Rev, there'll be the occasional Rev video that's just too much clickbait, not enough interest, there's not enough content there. It just kind of falls flat, and I feel like I wasted my time watching it. So if I'm criticizing Rev, there you go, is occasionally he misses in a big way.
And if you don't have anything to spend, then there are also so many wonderful free resources and assets created by.
Okay, and speaking of AI, you don't know how, but Grok image is absolutely destroying GPT tonight. GPT shitting the bed. I wouldn't go that far. I tried Grok recently, and it again, Grok has improved. It's still kind of shit though. Like it was absolutely fucking up art style. But yes, GPT is shitting the bed too tonight, unfortunately. And yesterday was really bad. It just was stalling completely.
Hardworking artists for you. Respect your artists and stop using AI that gets fed with stolen art.
Does Kirsha have terms of use for what she's already using? Don't know. Possibly. Hey, Rexworth, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. We've been rambling tonight, but yeah, I hope you're doing well.
It's funny how they always say, go find free resources, but not like that when they turn to something like Leaflet's program.
Just glad I can stream with the situation I have right now. PNG Avatar rocks. It's yes, thank you. It's WebM through Leaflet's program. You can also WebP through Fugi, which a lot of people didn't know. Like I said, oh, that reminds me, I should make a note of that. I do want to do a third tutorial video, even though Leaflet stuff is out now, and I will be advertising / directing people to go there for the hosting solution. I think I can still offer something to do a animated avatar tutorial. So yeah, I'll do part 3 with some stuff about file types and other things I think are important to know.
Right? They don't mean just use whatever free.
Hirohai can miss too, but not because clickbait. Yeah, I really like Hirohai. I think he's a super decent person. I miss a lot of his content just because it's so short. But I generally like what I do see.
Resources you can. It's only the
video.
Ones.
Oh yeah, Grok video's decent. But yeah, anyway. GPT is kind of a mess right now. It was stalling big time.
That fit their narrative. But ultimately, if you go to this user's account and you start searching through the following list, you see a lot of names.
I think the entire Skybrowse community is mostly pro-Rev. Yeah, that's fair. The ones who are against him are more he's boring and long-winded than mostly disagree with him. Yeah. Only the image gen. If Rev says Desu and Keen says ahoy, what does Lord Rexworth say? Yours looks really solid. Thank you. Yeah, again. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I want to tell people, just to pay more attention to the chroma, because it'll make a huge difference if you do the chroma on high detail.
Including VTubers have no issue with using AI whatsoever, but of course
you're on the Keen team. Thank you.
Inevitable follow, which is Beetle. Yeah, that was a big topic of conversation.
Neurosama is different and creative. Trademark. I was thinking we'd see like Nyara or something like that. But yeah, Beetle uses AI. Big time.
Leaflet arc of all this, where she is.
My tutorials were super helpful, and I gave to you in the comments. Was very much appreciated. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I should discuss free options. So let's do chroma, file type, free video gen options. I should mess around with that more. Find the good ones so I can direct people that way. But yeah, I do want to keep my tutorials updated. My last one was pretty good, but oh yeah, it was Leaf program. Fugi, empty voice channel. Because yeah, I realized I didn't cover that. I thought it was self-explanatory, but if you don't know, you don't know. And so yeah, basically, if you're using it as a Fugi, you have to be in a empty voice call. Well, it doesn't have to be empty. It can have other people in there too, but you can jump into an empty voice call, and then it detects it. Since Fugi is a Discord add-on, you need to be in a Discord call, and I didn't mention that. GPT is a little better for making transparent images, though. Don't do transparent images in any of them. No AI is going to hit transparent images. You're going to lose a bunch of lose a bunch of style consistency for some reason. You generate the transparency in something like Easy GIF Maker or whatever it is. But yeah, you do that on video. You do not transparent image, because there's no point anyway. And I'm not sure if that's what you were saying, but don't transparent image, because you're going to need to gen a video off it anyway. And I don't think any video generators do baseline transparent backgrounds. You're going to want to lock it to a specific color, like green or blue or magenta on the background, and go from there. But you're not going to benefit from transparent images. You do that afterwards.
Criticizing people who are virtue signaling AI usage, but
yeah, exactly. Ixia already covered that. Never ask GPT to do direct transparency. Exactly. I didn't see that, but yes, you beat me to it.
still support Neurosama, and they try to convince you every which way that it's completely different. But these people, they don't stand on their morals. They follow people who use AI or have it as a part of their content. And, well, is that really support?
Neuro's creative joke? Am I making a chroma tutorial? I mean, I'll do a part 3 for my video tutorial and go into more depth on just doing the chroma. I can pull that up in just one sec. I won't do it while we're doing this video because I've already tangented enough. I will pull up the Neuro is creative and different because that is funny. And again, really proud of my meme there. Again, it's funny. I've done like much cooler shit. I worked on the anime. Again, I will always give credit that a bunch of the other people did much more work on that than me. But yeah, I worked on the anime. That's fucking sick. And I do cool fight scenes and other stuff. Do cool image gens. But this meme is just so fucking good. It's honestly one of my favorite things I've done, despite just being a still image. It's pretty funny. Like I love the irony of just being that proud of this little thing here. Let's see, is that it? That'll work. But yeah, so we'll pull up context and then the meme. So here's the context. Neuro is different and creative, and this person fell for it, started arguing that Neuro was actually creative and different, and then I forget if this was one who I think they deleted their account because another guy got banned for wishing harm on her. Another guy locked their account. But yeah, it was absolutely funny how many people were taking themselves out over that. Let me catch up on chat here. But yeah, here's my favorite meme. I'm so fucking proud of this one. This post is unavailable. This post is from a suspended account. Again, that's the one that was wishing death. This post is from an account that no longer exists. Neuro is different and creative. So yeah, there's the meme there. It's not a joke. It's about pointing out hypocrisy. Yep. Because again, Neuro is AI, but for what, again, the Neurosama community, Neurosama is cool. I like Neurosama. It's funny content. Neurosama community is actually anti-AI despite her being a AI. So yeah, it's an easy dunk because you get them to say Neuro is different and creative when it's not. It's an AI. It's an LLM. It takes from artists' work, if you want to put it that way. You guys should totally watch the anime if you haven't already. Hell yeah. Hey Gravy, how's it going? But yes, the anime is pretty damn sick, and we're working on part 2. And I say I mean Nightway again. No, I need to buckle down on that. I'm already working on a bunch of other stuff too, though. But speaking of, my gens probably pop. We'll get to that in a sec. You don't understand why the anime doesn't have 200,000 views by now. Just because it doesn't. I think it'll still pick up, especially if official winners are officially announced. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we did our thing. We're gonna keep doing it. We sent our message. I'm happy with how things are. But yeah, if more people want to watch it, absolutely go ahead. We did make an anime. That was pretty dang cool. Ban Gen AI on the Discord years ago. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane that they hate AI. All right, you heading out, Glasspool? Catch you later. Like, that community could have been part of the current amazing AI community we have now. I know. Imagine if they'd been pro-AI. Imagine if the biggest AI streamer community had been pro-AI. They would have been doing really fucking cool shit, too. Instead, they're fucking salty bitches. Yeah, you haven't finished it yet? Why'd we make it so long? We were flexing. We're like, hey, how long can we make this? Yeah, so for those not in the know, for those watching this video, which is probably also going to be no one, but yeah, we made a 30-minute anime because we fucking can. We sent a message big time, and we're gonna fucking do it again. Let's go.
Surprising, but here's Madame Savvy with a reply to this artist saying, "Does this really work for you? I'm a career artist, and seeing this constantly is annoying. Just draw. Just go hire people. You don't need a virtue signal daily. The people who are going to hire artists are going to keep doing it. The people who look for alternatives were always going to do it.
Yep, it's nice. I had not seen this. I had not seen this particular comment by Savvy, I think, but I've been saying the same thing. Like the one I draw comparisons to is it's basically the piracy issue. Like pirates are not going to buy things right off the bat anyway. When I was talking about this, someone was like, "Well, actually, I pirate things and then buy them if I like them or something." So in that case, it can actually it can drive sales, and some pirates will buy things. But my point is that the people who just jump on piracy and do not buy the games, we're not going to buy the games anyway, or movies or whatever it is. Like they're not going to buy the games, they're not going to pay to see the movies or any of that stuff. And it's the same with the AI thing here. Like if you're going to AI, you probably weren't going to commission an artist anyway.
But it really does feel like you type just use artists as goodwill points instead of bitching about AI. Why don't you make promotion posts about other artists? But you mentioned
or do anything like do what we're doing here about like we're celebrating each other and we're pushing AI forward and trying to level up and stuff like that. Like do that for traditional art too. Like fucking level up, do cool, like take the psyop and do cool shit. That goes for everyone. Like I want the legacy artists to evolve and do cool shit too. It's not hard.
About engagement with the blue check. Of course you do. You're a business. And post-promotion.
You wish there were nice 15-hour videos of anime without repeated scenes and episode intro and outro. I will say we have the intro and outro, which are fucking bangers. Good job, Okno. We are not going to have repeated scenes. Like that's not how we gen. So I do not see I do not see us having any repeated scenes in our anime series going forward. Just saying. You don't want to fall for that. If you play for more than an hour, you can't refund on stream. It's like Steam. It's like 2 hours, but yeah. More crashing out. Oh, we're always crashing out. No, we're having a good time. Like I did have a little bit of a Iran tangent, which again, like I know people are not going to agree with me and they didn't, but it's a fun change of pace. We argued with our own chat and everyone gets along, whatever. I'm a naive lolbertarian is what it is. You made a thing is why you like AI so much. Oh, 100%. Dude, 100%. And it lets you turn so not only can you make things with AI, you can make the things you want with AI. I will never stop celebrating that. Like the amount of ideas that have popped into my head and I can just do now is insane. I never would have been able to do that before without AI. And they probably wouldn't have even come to me because I'm not as creatively engaged. Like it's a loop. It builds on itself. I can create stuff with AI that gets me in the creative mood, and then more ideas will come to me that I can create with AI. Let's see. Higgsfield has Seedance 2 for free for a whole day right now. 8-second maximum 720p. Ugh. I don't like the limited time unlimited. Dude, I'd keep paying. Dude, if Runway wasn't doing away with shit, I'd be happy to keep paying them $100 a month. Well, again, I'd shorten it to like 75 by going. I'd go yearly. I'm glad I didn't since they changed everything, and I would have had to not charge back because they were offering refunds. But like, dude, if Runway was giving me slow but unlimited Seed Dance, I'd just fucking keep giving them $100 a month. Like, again, they weren't making money. I was costing them money. Based again. If I was on credits, I would have spent like upwards of $60 today on gens. Fuck you. No, it's a really good deal. It's slow, but holy shit. You feel like piracy is baked into certain strategies? Yeah. Wouldn't the best way to make AI template for anime series then use artists for mastered version, since artists get to correct and enhance it, which makes the master version worth something? I mean, the AI anime is worth something too. And not to pat ourselves on the back, but like our AI are 100% AI. Well, again, not 100% AI because the human element does go into that too, but 100% AI generated anime is legitimately better than some anime, like some traditional anime. That's just kind of how it works because it is evolving, it is sophisticated. So yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. And there was human element. There was a bunch of editing. We had people fucking passing out in voice chat. So I know you weren't attacking it. I hope you don't feel like I'm like taking shots at you. But no, there were real artists involved in this. Editing is an art, and music is an art, and music direction is an art. So even if you're not playing an instrument, you like the skill comes through. Like we have musicians doing the music through Suno, but still. Let's see. Piracy is necessary to prevent cartels from destroying history. Nice. We should pat ourselves on the back. Heck yeah, fair enough. You showed your normie friends your episode and they loved it. Awesome. Make cooler shit. Oh yeah, we're doing it. This is a community where we can disagree on politics and then agree on other things, and it's all okay with no sore feelings. Yes, all like honestly, I don't know. We've had our drama. None of it has been based on politics. Like now that I'm trying to think about it, I can't come up with a counter example to that, Penny. Like again, like people are going to disagree and maybe they'll be salty for a little bit or something like that. But I don't think we've had any actual breakups over politics, which is absolutely insane. Like yeah, go us. Using art references. What do you mean? Like traditional drawn art? No, it was all AI gen. But again, I don't know how familiar with you are with the process, but there's a bunch of human elements that go into even those gens, and then we have trained musicians on the team. I don't know if we have like trained traditional artists. I don't know everyone's background or whatever, but I know we have musicians on the team, and that does help. That does translate over to being able to play around with Suno, like if you know what to ask for and everything like that. And then the editing does play a huge part, and that's not AI. That's the human element there as well. Keep on pushing the boundaries of AI. Hell yeah. You don't use music production software anymore, just Suno. Yeah, Nasky's. I heard about that. Someone mentioned that in the other day in chat. It might have even been you, but yeah, I know Nasky's working on an anime. I was talking to her about that a little bit earlier, as well. I don't really have time to help with it, but I did say like if she needs advice or anything. Bro, you just watched Benny Johnson's video about the Odyssey, saying that Elon is thinking of paying Mel Gibson to make a non-woke Odyssey. God, I need some water. My throat's giving out there. That's just based on a single tweet. But yeah, based Elon being like, yeah, sure, let's do it. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. But yeah, I saw that. AI version is the free version in the master version comment. I'm just saying human elements did go into that in a big way. And I'm not like, I mean, I guess if you got a trained team of artists, they could make it better. Sure. And again, ours was a rush job, so it's not like that was perfect or anything. We were on a massive deadline. But yeah, I mean, you're also talking about massively increasing the cost if you're talking to like at that point you're just getting an anime studio to do things like it. And I think studios will start using AI anyway, so it's not even that much of a different process. Insane funny how that used to be normal. People disagreed over politics and then went to a barbecue together. Yeah, no, it's a shame. Remember what they took from us. Yep. You can just do things. Who did? Who used my phrase? And it's not my phrase. I borrow everything from everyone else anyway. Like none of that's original. Nasky's anime not out yet. I don't even know if she's started. I just know that I just heard about it recently, but it's something she wants to do. Oh hell yeah, we need another one shot. AI versus storyboarding. I don't know. I'd be the spokesperson of VTubers. Nah, there are people bigger than me. Like I'm gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing and hope to keep growing. But I'm a spokesman, but I'm a very small spokesman. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's cool. It's cool. I like people. I like that people are liking what I'm doing. We'll just see.
Artists never get the same kind of attention as posts like this.
Oh yeah, thank you, Gravy. That is true. I'm officially the representative of all male VTubers. It was funny to think about because it is definitely on my mind that like just because of how VTubing works, a lot of the bigger ones are female. So it's like most of the bigger streamers I interact with are all female, and it is kind of weird. Just that I feel a little out of place as the dude. So yeah, it is interesting. Like it's a joke that I'm the representative of all male VTubers, but it is like, yeah, I'm a male VTuber, and that's kind of weird. Again, I'm actually an anime girl IRL who likes life on hard mode, so uses a voice changer. That's lore, that's canon. But yeah, no, it's weird. Male VTubers, not useless like Asmongold said that one time and pissed everyone off. Silas is a guy. Oh, maybe, who knows? He might be using a voice changer too. Pretty man.
Never get the same kind of attention as posts like this, and that is a very good point. All of these people who condemn AI and say support real artists, they never make an actual effort to promote real artists. All they do is shame people for using AI. They don't actually provide a solution or anything that
you weren't directly commenting on our work per se. You meant in general, as that that way people can grow towards a studio level of growth. Yeah, no, I know. I didn't take it personally. I'm just saying that is like studio level at that point. If you're getting a whole team of specifically trained traditional artists on there, it's the same thing at that point. But yeah, no, again, they're interesting things, and we are going to keep trying to push forward and grow. X count is a guy too. Yeah, no, I know. We definitely have some male VTubers, but it's still a rather small group compared to all the like I said, all the bigger streamers I've interacted with, I think, are female. I'm trying to think if there are significantly bigger male VTubers I've interacted with. Tiny little bit. I'm not super familiar with them, but I can think of like one or two based male VTubers. Again, I'm talking bigger VTubers. Again, there are plenty of smaller VTubers. Oh yeah, there's Nux. Yep.
Helps their supposed cause. It's all about shaming. It's all about clout farming. And again,
tuber.
Blue check mark every single time. You're literally paying Twitter for that badge so you can farm ad revenue through your tweets, through engagement, and you're funding AI. You're funding Grok, which creates generative AI.
Cases.
If you stood on your principles,
Absolutely
you would
hilarious.
Not pay for this blue check mark. You would not get.
To be fair, it's Grok. It's probably doing more damage than help to the AI community. No, I'm just kidding. Again, I used to sing Grok's praises. I like Grok in theory. They limited everything so much it took away the biggest advantage it had, which was that it was accessible for free on a lot of things, and then very affordable. Then they hit it with a bunch of limits and locked it behind a bunch of stuff, which is unfortunate. Again, I want a freely accessible AI tool that I can direct people to, so I can be like, hey, just use Grok or something like that. Like, but yeah, that used to be Grok. It's not anymore.
Elon Musk in this platform,
Kenji? Not familiar with it. I
every
think
month, if this is truly how you feel. But of course, let's get one more, just showing the pathetic nature of this entire situation. This artist says, stop using AI for your games and art. Hire real artists.
No, fuck you. There you go.
Yep, just like that, AI was completely defeated and all the artists have been supported. Now, of course, they got a lot of
Hey, see you later, Penny. Glad you could stop by. Have a good one. Sleep well.
backlash, and what did they do? Oh, they locked the replies, as you can see. But one of their mutuals said,
RFAB has lots of cool stuff on it. Yeah.
Whoa, you made a hit tweets. And then they replied,
Every time the antis make some tweet attacking us, and they're like, the AI supporters trying to attack me, or AI bros found the post, or some shit like that. It's every single fucking time they attack us. We go over there to fuck with them, and they're like, oh no, they found us. It's all over. Fuck off.
the replies locked, saying, "The AI supporter's trying to attack me, Pookie," which is hilarious. First of all, look at the discrepancy in the number of likes. 16 replying to a response on their own tweet, the initial one getting 8,800. 8,800 versus 16. And isn't this rich? This person picks a fight and then immediately becomes the victim of their own situation that they created.
The artist cries out in pain as it strikes you.
Saying they're being attacked. You threw the first punch. Now you're crying and locking the replies because people are responding and dunking on you.
This MF for locked replies.
Cases, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, there's a real case of AI derangement syndrome going on in the VTubing scene. And if you don't like AI, that's fine. But this level of just nauseating virtue signaling and often very hypocritical virtue signaling is something that should be mocked, something that should be talked about. And I have
that should be
absolutely
studied.
No qualms about doing so, right? That's why we're here. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
All right, we yapped a lot on that one, but that was a fun one. I do always love the AI centric conversations. It's a lot to talk about there as a AI bro, one of the evil AI users. It's fun. All right, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that shit. Peace. All right, let me see what I want to do next, because we did the rev. Oh, let me get other gens going. Let's see. Let me just check this real quick. I wish this was working better. This is the fucking busted one. How are we doing over here? Ooh, that's a little... got a little pointillism. Is that good enough? And no, I'm not. Like I said, these are not exactly secret, but I'm just keeping this one close to the chest. So no, you're not supposed to be seeing anything. Don't worry about it. This is my eyes only. Fuck you guys. You don't deserve it. Okay. Okay. I like the other ones better. We'll probably go with that. That one finished. What do we got over here? Ooh, that's that came out decent, I think. Maybe. Nah. AI is unironically consequences of your actions for these people. Yeah, I do like the idea that yeah, it's not too bad, and I usually don't get any pointillism. This style is intentionally pretty messy, so it'll sometimes read pointillism into it instead. It's a really cool style, but it will occasionally pointilize even without reference images that are pointillized. Let's see. Let's go back to this one. I think I have enough. I wish this one was working, but it's not. Damn, there's some really cool stuff. That style's good too. You know what? Shit. I don't get... Dude, I literally said no elf ears. I literally said no elf ears. You... Sometimes AI lets you down, man. Even Seed Dance. It's just like, so you want all the elf ears. See you, Minda Ra. See you, Ham. See you, Bookmaker. Everyone's heading off. Catch me again on Silas's stream. Yeah, I'll try to crash Silas's stream at some point. I also want him on mine. I forget if we've ever done that, but yeah, I think so. But anyway, I want Silas on my stream too. Gravy, I'm not sure you're still here, but we haven't talked about it. But like, I was talking to Silas, and he was interested in doing something with you too. So I want you and you and Silas on my stream. Yep. Oh yeah. All right. But let's see. Let's run this for now. Where are we? Okay, I'll get this going and then get back to yapping. Where were we? Which one was this? Okay. It is funny. I've Chinese maxed. I have to look for the English portions to see which version it is and which prompt I need next. It's hilarious, some of the stuff you can do with AI. And I'm maxing. Freaking funny. All right, let's go there. Swap that code portion out. That looks good. Gen 2. All right, and then back to it. That should do it. Didn't mean to rhyme there. Jesus, you heading out too? Have a good one. All right. Let's keep going. All right. All right, let's see what I want next. We're not just gonna keep hitting the oh, just lurking. All right. We're not just gonna keep hitting Rev. I like Rev, but oh, speaking of, let's go to the other guy. Let's see what we got with Hero High. I'm not sure. We'll go right over there. I had some other stuff I wanted to do too. Let's see if I can find the folder that I had saved called Reacts, which was just the Reacts I wanted. There we go. Don't feel like that. Those are too long. Don't feel like that. That one's too long. We could do another Mizuki. We'll probably do that some other time. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, those are both nice. We might end on those. There is some community music I want to hit up too. We haven't been doing a whole lot of that. Again, it's fun and kind of relaxing. Like, I've been so plugged into a lot of other stuff that I've just been enjoying the yapping. Yeah, I do want to get back to the community reacts as well. So yeah, we've got a couple lined up. Creamy Man, Creamy Manjaro. You read comments so late when you're not sober. Many such cases. Yeah, all right. Dang, I had a bunch lined up, but like nothing that is jumping out at me. So we might just go ahead and do the Hero High and Rev stuff tonight. And probably end with some community stuff. So jiggly. Dude, that song bops. I don't feel like Hassan drama. That's also Hassan drama. Okay, let's do this then. Oh man. Oh, and I'm not sure Solence is still around, but I was looking over at my OBS and it reminded me. Solence showed me some OBS art he was working for, and I'm like, that gives me some ideas. We can do some more interesting stuff. So I kind of whipped this this frame up on a whim, but I was inspired by what he was showing off, and I'm gonna try to do a more cohesive version of this this overlay. China maxing or ancient Chinese secret. Have I been vibe coding as well, or just gravy? I have not gotten around to vibe coding yet. I really need to. Like, there's a bunch of ideas, and like I said, I think I can do them, but I just have not started yet. I've not really had the time to do the deep dive and get that going. But yeah, I really need to, and I do need to reach out to some of the people I was talking with as well. But yeah, no, I'm not currently vibe coding yet. Again, I have a bunch of ideas I want to do with it once I do. Hey Runya, how's it going? Heck yeah, bros, do it. Yeah, I guess I do need to take my own advice and do cool shit, huh? I mean, I am doing cool shit, but I need to do cooler shit. I need to do the vibe coding. What was I gonna say? Don't recall. Got lost. All right. Let's check it out. Ahoy! Japan is very upset with trash taste. Let's go.
People in Japan are calling out the Trash Taste podcast. You know, you got Gig Duck, Dog VA, and Joey the Anime Man. And this controversy specifically involves
ideas with
Joey,
ChatGPT
the Anime
5.6.
Man.
Yeah,
we'll play the clip.
Cool.
It's about a minute and a half long, and you can see that there's subtitles on here, Japanese subtitles, because again, this has been going on.
Is vibe coding like the coding version of jazz? Nah, not quite. I like it though. But yeah, vibe coding is like AI enhanced coding. Like, you just ask AI to do things
Around Japan,
because you can just
and
do
then
things.
we'll take a look at what Japanese people are saying about it.
Like, why is like so many anime set in high school? Why is that? Like, is that a cultural thing?
It's
like,
a cultural thing.
Why so?
It's because it's, for a lot of people, like, high school is kind of seen as like this basically like golden time.
It's also aimed at younger people. Like, That's so weird. Like we have content that is set in high school too. Like there's Western entertainment that is set in high school. There's a whole bunch of shit. There's a whole bunch of shit that's about young people. Anyway,
It's classic, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really fucking classic.
It's like, for a lot of people, high school is like, you know, the whole thing of like in the West of like high school is like, you know, usually movies that are based in high school in the West are based off bad memories.
Yeah.
You know, being like, oh man, my high school fucking sucked, blah, blah, blah. There were all these shit people, the jocks, the bullies, blah, blah, blah. Right? That's the norm in the West. In Japan, it's glorified because to a lot of people, high school was a really fun time with like friends they'll never get back, and like because it's also the last years of that person being young and free.
I mean, I liked high school, but I wouldn't say Agretzko, the new season.
Oh,
was
yeah?
good. That was good. Very refreshing.
Yeah.
Depressing as always.
Depressing as fuck, yes.
Which is great to see because it's like one of the only anime out there that will actually like commentate on adult life in Japan and be realistic about
Yeah,
it.
but it also says a lot when no one knows about it in Japan.
Yeah.
Is that true?
this is weird, and I can see why the Japanese, and of course it's not going to be all the Japanese or whatever, but the quote unquote Japanese are annoyed by this or whatever. It's like, do these people even like anime? This does not sound like people who like anime.
Japanese, but like it's such a good take on the Japanese work
it's
life.
awesome.
How awful it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, it's ironic that this is coming from the same company that, you know, made Hello Kitty.
Yeah,
right?
just to put it into perspective, like
アグレッシブレツコで
stuff, and it's a shame that it's not being Japan because I feel like it could make waves. Maybe it's too real.
I think it is. I think it's just
this is
purely
wild.
the fact that, you know, a Japanese person will look at that and be like, I don't want to see this because it's just going to remind me of reality. And to a lot of Japanese people, that's not the reason why they watch anime.
Interestingly enough, Joe.
That's not a reason a lot of people, and it's not just Japanese, that's not a reason a lot of people watch anime. And again, I've said before how I think that the anime is, despite being Eastern, more Western than modern Western entertainment, which has been completely subverted. And anime actually has things like the heroic journey and all that, and aspirational and everything, but that's different than being a one-to-one representation of like real life. Like anime is not realistic by and large. There are realistic animes, but it's not the general appeal. So this idea that, oh well, this is too realistic so people don't like it, it's like that's not exactly what anime is about. So that's not going to appeal to as many people. Again, there are realistic animes, but yeah, like that's not what it's about. Reason it was good in the West is because it paints a negative image of sexism, huh?
Joey's answer is basically the same answer you get from Google when you type in why is so much anime set in high school, and Google actually sources Reddit, so Reddit comments.
Yeah, dude, I fucking like, as a member of the AI community or whatever, I have always despised that AI, and yeah, that's the AI overview there. That AI sources from fucking Reddit. Reddit is a bunch of retards on the internet talking. It's not even about whether or not their politics or whatever. Like, that is annoying because it does taint things in that direction. But it's like, it would be bad if it was pulling from many forums. It'd be funny if it was pulling from 4chan back when it was based or something like that. But like, yeah, I don't want it pulling from random people on the internet. I don't want it pulling from Reddit. I don't want it pulling from IMDb forums. I don't want it pulling from like IGN forums or something like that. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Again, like, with some level of guardrails so it knows not to too heavily weight it, sure, maybe take a little or something like that, but Reddit is not a reliable source. It's not even close to a reliable source, and it's mega biased. It's retarded. Fun. It stayed funny while still tapping realities of life. Yeah, I can see that. Genshiken.
In high school. And Google actually sources Reddit, so
yeah,
Reddit comments, as if that's factual. It actually sources the clip that we just watched from Trash Taste Podcast and some other like YouTube stuff, Anime News Network, CBR. These are not really great resources. It's very like westernized stuff trying to answer this. And for those that don't know, by the way, Google somewhat recently signed a agreement with Reddit to use Reddit for training data for Gemini. So a lot of the time, and this is a complete side note, by the way, this is like a very important issue actually. A lot of the time,
wait, so Google is paying Reddit too to fuck with their own AI? I fucking hate Google.
when you Google something these days,
YouTube,
it will source Reddit as if literal random people on Reddit and their random comments are factual sources of information. Which
that was my point.
They're obviously not. Now, that aside, I went to the source of this clip, and that clip's actually from a 4-year-old video that they posted, so I don't know if their opinions on this has shifted or not. Nevertheless, it's in the news again now, so let's take a look at what Japanese people are saying about that clip. This account, Masaru, going on to summarize the clip that we just watched, and, you know, they're talking about, like, why is so much anime set in high school? And the user going on to comment this. I think
let's actually go through
so much anime.
Too. Famous anime... a famous anime YouTuber in America explains the reasons for the prevalence of high schools in Japanese anime like this. For Japanese people, high school is the most shining period. Once they become working adults, it turns into hell. Japanese people don't want to see the dark reality. But you think this is pretty sloppy take on Japan? Yes. First off, people who still love school anime, even as adults, possibly have had fun high school days.
Set in high school. And the user going on to comment.
If anything, the ones who truly enjoyed high school probably don't cling so strongly to school anime even after growing up. Oh, that was cut off. But for people who still love school anime even as adults couldn't possibly have had fun high school days. And the ones don't cling to it are the ones who had good times. In reality, anyway.
This. I think this is a pretty sloppy take on Japan. First off, people who still love school anime, even as adults, couldn't possibly have had, quote, fun high school days, unquote. If anything, the ones who truly enjoyed high school probably don't cling so strongly to school anime, even after growing up. Quick side note, by the way, I forgot to mention this currently has 3.6... Oh my gosh, sorry about that. This currently has 3.6 million views on Twitter and 12,000 likes. So let's continue where we left off. In reality, plenty of people would say their school days were awful because human relationships and their range of activities were narrow with no escape. Plus, Japanese people don't just watch anime. Dramas and movies dealing with working life, poverty, family issues, crime, healthcare, and politics are normally popular too. The explanation that, quote, Japanese people escape into anime because they don't want to face dark realities, unquote, doesn't explain Japan at all. Manga's the same. Say that after watching something I wish I could read. Too many overseas anime fans talk about Japan like it's a country made solely of shonen anime. Yeah, that's a hoodwee moment right there, isn't it? That's a tourist moment right there, isn't it?
Yep.
And even when they sell themselves as living in Japan, they're people with hardly any connection to Japanese society, just living within the foreigner community, like the 3 people in that video. Living in Japan and understanding Japanese society are 2 different things, right?
Yep.
Don't go overthinking a few anime and your own experiences let you explain the values of over 100 million people. Look, the fact of the matter is there's...
Hey, fuck, I need my computer back. I thought we'd escape a computer crash out moment tonight, but nope. Nope. Here's someone playing a game I can't play because my fucking however much expensive computer, modern computer, is a fucking brick. Let's go.
Variety of reasons why anime is sometimes set in high school.
I want to play
and one thing that people haven't mentioned yet is it is a narrative device. This is not the case all the time. Like I said, it varies. But one example is it being a narrative device. And what I mean by that is having a younger character means that character doesn't have as much history. Now, of course, there's caveats to that too. You could find a young character that actually has a very complex history or a traumatic history. But there's times when a character is used, and it's specifically a young character is used rather, because they want to start with somewhat of a blank slate and tell the story from
Why not put a temp HD? I don't know what you mean.
there. So that is another reason why you might see this happening on occasion. Also, the school setting is a very easy way to introduce multiple characters, obviously, you know, so that's another reason too. My point is, like I said initially, there is a variety of explanations for this. It really depends on the nuance around the story that's being told. And in the responses, people also pointed out that anime is not the only medium that uses high school as a setting.
Yeah.
Western media actually does that somewhat frequently as well, so.
Temporary, that's what's not working, right? No, they can't tell me what's not working, and it's potentially also the SSD, but I've taken out the SSD, I've taken out the video card, it still doesn't post. The power supply is fine, so it's some combination of RAM motherboard, and I already bought a new motherboard and it didn't fix anything. So it's some combination of RAM, motherboard, and CPU. But yeah, the SSD, again, possibly also got corrupted at some point if something bad happened to the whole system, but it is not what's causing it to not post, and neither is the video card, because the video card is again just sitting on the shelf above my head taunting me, and worth like $1,500 or whatever, because fuck me.
You know, that is of course also true. Legendary Drops, the man himself, also chimed in on this clip. He wrote, I'd assume most anime is in a high school setting because it's predominantly made for 18 and under.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's also just the demographic you're going after.
Like video games. While adults take part in it, the vast majority of the stuff is made for kids. I don't think it's as deep as not wanting to face, quote...
Yeah. And again, I've crashed out about that before too, but I actually took it to a professional. They didn't have the tools to test everything, and they just told me it was nebulous beyond their ability to comprehend, and said that my computer doesn't work, and that'll be $80. Fuck them.
Japan's dark reality, unquote. Another Japanese user would also comment
I should have fought that more. Like, what the fuck is the point? Why did you take the job if you don't have the tools to test every component? Like, you were nice, dude, but you did not even get close to fulfilling the value you should have been providing, and you shouldn't have taken the job. Shouldn't have taken the fucking job, and you shouldn't have charged me, and I shouldn't have paid.
On the Trash Taste clip, let's see what this one says. The reason there are so many school life stories in Japanese content is that it's a shared experience among Japanese people, but for Americans who face a crazy education gap and end up with totally different school lives depending on income or race, that just doesn't click. It's the sad reality of an educationally backward country that can't grasp the phenomenon of, quote, public education becoming a shared national experience, unquote. Similarly, we've got this take that says, the reason there are so many high school settings is that high school is the last shared experience we can reasonably expect from readers.
Makes sense.
And that's the biggest factor. Quote, it's high school that's shown the brightest, unquote, is, well, not quite right, is it?
It's so stupid.
If anything, for the otaku types, there are way more people who really come into their own after becoming working adults, freed from the shackles of money and obligations. Yep. I do wonder how accurate that translation was, specifically near the ending. And this explanation reading, it's because more than half of Japan's...
I think they're just saying that, like, otakus, people passionate about, like, a hobby or something, once they graduate high school and get jobs and everything, have more disposable income to pursue their interests. Again, I don't know, maybe it was inaccurate, but the translation made sense to me.
Anime industry essentially belongs to the manga industry, and the best-selling genre in the manga industry is shonen manga, right? And lastly, this one with a variety of quotes that says, to put it bluntly, I can write about high school without research because I experienced it and remember it, so it's easy. I can skip explanations since there are so many parts that are common knowledge. It's more fun to write about spry young people. It's because of conveniences like that on the author's side that there are so many of them.
Yeah, and it's more fun to write about spry young people. There's just built-in drama there too, because it's fucking high school and you get high school shit there. And again, you can build a bunch of different subgenres there too. Like, you can have a sports high school anime, you can have a drama high school anime, you can have a romance high school anime, you can have a martial arts action high school anime, you can have slice of life high school anime. It's a convenient setting, like this one said fairly well. It's a convenient setting that has a lot of options, but will connect because most people went to high school. Like I said, it's a universal experience, and you can build whatever story you want off that too.
By the way, I have zero desire to go back to high school. I don't want to do boring studying. You know what? We're so close to the 8-minute mark. Let's take a look at one more response. We've got, you don't understand a thing, do you? The vast majority of what they call anime are adaptations of manga. So where are those manga published? Most of them are in shonen manga magazines. It's something you'd figure out with a simple search. They're just ignorant, yet they're getting all drunk on their own ideas.
Many such cases.
And that's the situation. Those are the responses. Let me know what you think about the latest. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the thing. Whatever. Peace. I do need to get my emotes set up. I did, like I said, I have not chroma keyed them, but I have a salute emote now, which should be a great ender to videos as well. So imagine I'm saluting. Peace. And kids have parents, money and less responsibilities, so can spend them on merch. That's true as well. That's true as well. All right. Roman salute. No comment. I do have to rebuild that one though. I had that on the American, not a Roman salute. But no, my joke is I have the let's see, I can pull it up here. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. My heart goes out to you. Let's see, where's the folder? Because I have a folder of things that I know includes that. There we go. That'll work. It was hiding behind other stuff. So yeah, I have, this is what I was taking inspiration from. This was my first cameo there in Crybrows, and I have the glowing heart that I send out to people. So it's canon. So yeah, I will build a semi-Roman salute on this model. Pippa video, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'll do a my heart goes out to you, which will be fucking funny. Love that one so much. Yeah, dude, Skybrows cooks. Like I said, I'm looking forward to more Skybrows stuff. And what he's working at recently looks pretty dang cool. It looks like he's building, like, just how he does things, it looks like he's building a couple different ones at once. So it'll be interesting to see what his newest one is. I hope it's the Gurren Lagann inspired one, because that looks sick and has me in it as an actual dude this time. Because fucking stop gender bending me, man. But yeah. But yeah, anyway, that one looks cool. I don't know if the weird animal one he's doing is gonna be a full video or not. Anyway, but yeah, anyway, he's got some cool stuff coming down the pipeline, and I will be looking forward to it. Let's see what else we got. Again, we might hit these at some point, but I don't really need more Hassan drama right now. Shut up, Dan. You're not helping. Man, that like I said about the Hassan drama, at least this Asmongold drama is hilarious. You know, this seems like the conclusion. We'll watch this, and then probably call it a night, because I am getting tired. Oh God, this is such cringe, man. Just check. There we go. That's what I want to check. I know they haven't popped yet. Jen's nope. Damn, I wish this one was fucking working. There's major issues. I might have to gen it separately. I don't know if I'll have time. It's some of it looks great, but it really does keep, maybe I get rid of the locks, but yeah, it keeps freaking adding fucking elf ears to everyone and then cloning. Which is very weird. Again, like all my other prompts are working just fine. That prompt, and again, I've done multiple versions of that prompt. I'm not sure why it's freaking locking in on ears so hard, but yeah, that one I just can't get to fucking work. Like I said, I genned like 60, probably $70 worth of stuff today. Again, if I was on credits, I'm not, so it's all built into the unlimited. Yeah, I've genned a shit ton today. Most of it's been really fucking cool. This one scene I can't get. It just prompts are not working. And again, I've made multiple versions of the prompt trying to take out the things I think might be causing the issues. Put more negative locks on there, being like no elf ears, no cloning or whatever. For whatever reason, unlike all the other stuff, which has just as many characters running around and stuff, this one really likes to clone. I'm not sure why. The style shouldn't be cloning. There's nothing in there that should be. But yeah, it likes to clone. It likes to add elf ears to people that shouldn't have elf ears. It's freaking annoying me. But again, the other stuff is cool, and I don't know, maybe I can do something with that without the jank. maybe I can reorder the characters, and if the character shows up higher, they won't get elf ears. I don't know. Maybe I can solo gen it. Who knows? Yeah, it's pissing me off. Anyway. Ahoy, back with more Rev, and this will be shocking, but it's so over. It's probably never been more over. More Odyssey drama. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So in this video, I'm be going over some pretty explosive but not surprising news involving Christopher Nolan's adaptation of Homer's epic, The Odyssey. Now, of course, this film has landed into the public, and now we're seeing some of the reactions and also the clear manipulation going on when it comes to reviews and some of the hype surrounding this film. In fact, there's a lot of evidence to suggest
Kotaku in action. That's a name I haven't heard in years. That sends me back. It's an old meme, but it checks out. We were talking earlier a little bit. We didn't get too much into it, but there are good communities on Reddit, and Kotaku in action's decent. It kind of fell off, but many such cases.
That there is some weird things going on, including what seems to be advertised as sold-out theaters, only having a small capacity in reality, and also, most importantly, a lot of the review sites like Rotten Tomatoes seem to be manipulating the score, especially among the audience for this film, where there is a nearly 50% gap between what is suspected to be the actual rating for this film among the audience versus what's being publicly displayed on Rotten Tomatoes. However, people are looking at the numbers for the critic score and the somehow stronger audience score,
that's wild. There's no
taking
fucking
this
way
as a major victory for this.
And yeah, like I said, tomorrow I hope to have more emotes on them, on the model. Like I said, I gen like 6 today or something like that. I just need to chroma them out.
Film for Hollywood, and also wokeness, where now the Hollywood media is coming out and declaring that The Odyssey has killed the narrative of go woke, go broke.
I've heard that one before, and let me guess, gamers are dead and don't have to be your audience too, right? Right?
I think this entire situation has really made it clear the levels of manipulation that are going on here, not just in the media, but even on review sites that really should never have been trusted in the first place.
He hinted at it a little bit. I'm like, are they actually limiting the number of seats or something so they can say it's sold out? That'd be crazy. You may be playing too much Pal World. Listen here, you little shit. No, but I was crashing out about not having my computer, so I don't need to hear about people playing too much Pal World, man. I'm just saying. I'm kidding, obviously.
This one film come out and have a successful opening weekend, and now all of a sudden, go woke, go broke is a dead.
Dude, apparently Leaflet was like, hey, can Keenan come play Pal World? And I'm like, no, I can't do that. Not enough Pal World. No, I'm just kidding anyway.
Now, of course, that is definitely something to call into question, but it makes you really have no trust in what you're seeing in the media and on these review sites as well. And I have said this in every single video
they're
talking
all
about
fucking
The
lying.
Odyssey.
It's crazy.
It was going to sell a lot at the box office. I think nobody was claiming this film was going to go out.
Ooh, RimWorld's cool too. And I did see you did the mod thing too. That's pretty cool.
And make nothing. It is a major Hollywood film with the director Christopher Nolan being involved, whose name carries a lot of weight. It was more a question of how much are they losing out with the ridiculous casting and creative choices regarding this film, and also how much manipulation is fueling the hype around this film. And of course, with third-party sources, people are claiming that the actual audience score for this film on Rotten Tomatoes is closer to 50% and not the 97% being displayed. And at the end of the day, is that really that surprising?
It's annoying. Again, a lot of people are focusing on like the woke stuff. I saw I listened to while I was working a interesting breakdown of like just how it deviates from the original and how it changes the message. And shocking no one, it changes the message in really bad ways that are like just tearing, like I was talking about with anime on the other one. West The people running the West do not like the heroic journey and aspirational media, and so it changes somewhat subtly if you don't know a lot of the overall messages on that, and takes away the heroic journey. Apparently, again, I have not seen it, but apparently makes the main character a bit of a jerk and stuff. It takes away his heroic journey. It He's no longer chosen by the gods or in the same way or whatever like that. All kinds of stuff. Like, it's just like, it apparently is missing huge chunks of the story. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's wild.
56%, because you look at the latest trailer for this, 100,000 likes versus 900,000 dislikes. Of course, a YouTube trailer for the final trailer is not going to be a one-to-one indication of how the film's going to go, but it's a pretty...
In Nolan's defense, Odyssey is way too long for a movie. For one movie? Yeah, but have you seen what Hollywood does? Just make it 2 or 3 movies. Nobody bit is missing. A lot of bits are missing, or changed. But yeah, like, that's no excuse. Because again, they've done some crazy shit, and that also often breaks stuff. But still, like, if it's too long for one movie, do 2, do 3, whatever. Like, you can do a trilogy.
Strong suggestion that a lot of people just are not very happy with what they're seeing regarding this film. Ooh. And of course, people like Paul Tassi and other journalists and activists on social media saw the initial critic score that was nearly 100% at one point.
Thank God they didn't turn it into 3 woke movies. Yeah, I mean, there is that. Although, okay, on the other side, though, the other side of the argument is if they had done that, they would have lost even more. I don't know if they're losing money, but they would have lost more money. Like, when you see them fuck up a trilogy like that, it's going to be like, people will come to the initial movie, then people won't come as much to the second, and like not at all to the third or something like that. Possibly even not at all to the second, considering how much things have like accelerated and people have kind of caught on to the nonsense. So yeah, if they were turning it into a trilogy, it would bomb even harder than it might be. I don't know if I don't know if it's bombing or not. I've heard kind of mixed things, but yeah, it would bomb super fucking hard if they turned it into a trilogy. They split The Hobbit into 3 movies, for fuck's sake. Dude, I am still salty over The Hobbit. Like, it wasn't exactly a terrible movie. It just wasn't The Hobbit, and I fucking love The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, so it was deeply disappointing. They just basically turned it into, and I mean, I'm a pirate, so I love Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever, but that's not what The Hobbit is. They just turned The Hobbit into Pirates of the Caribbean. The action was fucking goofy. The characters didn't match up. The scenes didn't match up. The wargs in the forest was an abomination. You had, like, the scene from the book works so well. Why not just do that? And they fucking changed it. What were they doing? They're like jumping at the trees or some shit like that instead of setting fire to them. It's been a while since I watched it, but I know they changed it massively, and it pissed me off when I saw it. It's like, dude, that's such a cool fucking scene. Why not just do that? Yeah, no, again, Hobbit was not even a necessarily bad movie, but it was an abomination as The Hobbit adaptation, and I will always resent that bullshit, because again, Hobbit is great. What the fuck was that, though?
This was a major victory, but Asmongold would weigh in saying, I don't think it's a great thing that critics are able to preemptively manufacture a consensus on media like this, especially when this movie has so many hot button social issues tied into it that critics refuse to address. Critics now offer propaganda rather than insights. Paul Tassi replies saying, weird how it's manufacturing consensus.
It is manufacturing
when it's
consensus.
This movie and not the other 99% of the time when every movie...
Don't you hate it when they have the blueprint and don't follow it? Yes, 100%. Like, it's like, it's right there. It's a good book. You had so many stories. Just tell that story.
Movie has critics pre-screen it and produce any range of scores. And yeah,
they also used the Nazgul theme for Thorin's heroic moment. I don't know. And I think I tuned out after like the first movie or something. Like I have very limited patience for all that bullshit, and did even decades ago. It's not my thing. Someone mentioned Star Wars. I have not even seen anything beyond the first of the new Star Wars. It didn't interest me, and I heard all the bad stuff going on. So yeah, I have not even seen that wasn't the first movie. Okay, then it's been a while. Maybe I just didn't catch it, or was already pissed off at other things. But yeah, I've not seen anything beyond the first of the new Star Wars. You never bothered after the first Hobbit in Star Wars. Fair. That's exactly what I'm saying. But yeah, and again, it's not even like the first Star Wars was bad necessarily. It was a little too repetitive. It went over, like, it was a little trying to copy the original too much while not getting the magic right. So it was a bit flat of a movie. But like, if we weren't also hearing how bad the next movies were after being unimpressed with the first movie just on flatness, I probably would have kept seeing them. But no, I'm just like, this doesn't interest me. You failed to capture Star Wars in the first one. It was kind of just flat, and apparently it gets worse from there. I don't need that shit.
yes, hot button social issues like the existence of a trans actor. Wow. Of course, Paul Tassi is basically saying trust Rotten Tomatoes, trust the critic reviews, which would mean Paul Tassi would be suggesting you go watch films like Cuties because it had a very high score.
Right. Yeah, we don't like Cuties, but can you stop bringing it up? It's gross. Like, yeah, I don't need to be reminded that it exists. Please stop. You said it last time.
Among critics. But anyways, keep in mind this idea that, oh, well, people are only pointing out inconsistencies in this situation. We will circle back to that point in just a moment. But Paul Tassi would take another victory lap when it was reported that the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes was 97% for The Odyssey.
Whoa.
And, well, of course, the Hollywood media, they're taking this victory lap. And it's not too surprising. They're claiming this is a big victory. Go woke, go broke is dead.
The problem is that they're trying to use extraordinarily unique movie to rewrite nearly a decade of Hollywood history. Damn, who would use movies to try to rewrite history?
This film has completely shut down that narrative. Of course, they never said this about the countless other films that have completely flopped. They never really said this about the Marvels, Lightyear, Snow White, Ghostbusters, Little Mermaid, Captain America, Brave New World, Birds of Prey. Shut down that narrative. Of course, they never said this about the countless other films that have completely flopped. They never really said this about the Marvels.
Dude, I hate how they bastardize everything. Like, I've liked some Marvel movies, and Marvel they turned to fucking shit. So we've got Marvels,
Lightyear, Snow White,
Lightyear. I guess that is that the Buzz Lightyear one. I mean, Toy Story was good. Snow White. Not really my thing, but sure. I mean, it's better than the modern version. Ghostbusters is great. They fucked that up.
Little Mermaid,
again, not my thing, but the original is better.
Captain America,
again, Marvel, they just fucked up.
Birds of Prey, Eternals, or other struggling films like
yeah, that's fucked up what they did to all those.
Supergirl, for example. But the media, including Van,
used to go to the theater a few times a month. You haven't been to the theater in years, as they ruined everything. Yeah, I was never a big theater person. I do wish, I do wish there was more incentive to go there now. Because yeah, I've also not been there in years. I wonder how long. Damn, like possibly a decade, man. Like nah, probably not quite. I probably went like once or twice or whatever. But like, yeah, no, I just couldn't be bothered.
Vanity Fair, Slate, and them all coming out and praising this film and declaring go woke, go broke is a myth, and that the anti-woke critics have basically lost the war by betting against
Tolkien,
Christopher
evil
Nolan.
can't create, they can
All
only
of this
corrupt and
seems
destroy.
very
Yep.
forced, and
Very
guess
apt.
what? It's starting to look that way, isn't it? So you can see this post right here saying, big discovery on Rotten Tomatoes for The Odyssey. The real audience score is sitting at 56%, not the fake 97% they're showing with their verified audience BS. A Kotaku in Action subreddit user figured out how to see the actual numbers behind Rotten Tomatoes manipulation. And you can see the post right here basically breaking it down and pulling the real numbers, because as all the supporters of Rotten Tomatoes will claim, these are just bots, right? All of these negative reviews, it's brigaders, it's bots, but of course, all of these brigaders and bots.
Wait, you can just view page
posting-
source? Media scorecard? Few lines down, you'll see a JSON data block that looks like a liked count, not liked count. Average rating 4.6. Audience verified. Oh, so audience all is 4.6. Audience verified is 4.8. If true, big.
Negative reviews. It's so crazy how it's always the negative reviews that
Top
are the
Gun
product
Maverick.
of unverified bots and stuff like that. But it's very, very interesting
Minions.
that there is such a disparity between what's being shown through this action right here versus what's publicly displayed on Rotten Tomatoes. But when you start looking around, remember when I mentioned other films on Rotten Tomatoes having some weird stuff going on? This is not the first time. And looking through some of these scores of other films on Rotten Tomatoes, something really stinks. And Asmongold here will start going through some films historically, how they scored, and compare it to The Woman King, which was an absolute dumpster fire of a movie that somehow achieved a 99% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
As one does,
and when you start
obviously.
comparing these, things don't add up.
Okay, The Woman King was rated a 6.9.
The procurement phase.
So this isn't even remotely close to it. Like a 99 for a movie review is insane. Just for a bit of context, okay?
Wait.
Movie review
Aye.
is insane.
99% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, sure.
Just for a bit of context, okay? Let me look at Lord of the Rings.
Funny, we were
So
just talking
let me
about
get
that.
this straight.
Woman King better. Yeah.
This random movie
Yep.
has a higher rating than Lord of the Rings.
Sorry, I'm fading. We'll get through this.
Guys, I think that we have a problem.
We might.
I think we've got a really big problem. Let's look at some other movies. Other movies that everybody acknowledged were good. Fight Club. Okay, this is actually just this is my favorite movies. 96%. So this is lower. The Matrix. The original one, right? 85%. Oh my god. So this movie has a Gladiator.
You know what's bad when even the boomers are catching on? You went to see Thor: Love and Thunder with your mom, and when it ended, she looked at you and said, "Why did they make Thor such a pussy? That's hilarious."
Okay, what about this? Oh, I looked at the wrong one.
Gladiator 2. We'll look at that too while you're there.
Okay, there it is. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. 87%.
Yep.
So let me get this straight. This random movie and The Odyssey are getting better reviews than Gladiator. This random
If you were looking for an image, it was probably deleted.
movie and The Odyssey are getting better reviews than Gladiator, Lord of the Rings, and Fight Club.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, The Woman King absolutely mogging films like Gladiator should be a massive red flag. In fact, The Odyssey doing that should be an even bigger red flag.
True and real.
Clearly something is not right here. Clearly there is a big disparity.
I would say probably Odyssey is less conspicuous. Like The Woman King is clearly some weird nonsense. Odyssey, some people are going to give it passes. Whether or not they should is a separate issue. But I can see Odyssey naturally having a better score than The Woman King. It doesn't even seem like that's the case though.
Between what a lot of people are saying in a public consensus versus what's being displayed on the Rotten Tomatoes reviews. But of course, every sycophant out there who has been rooting for the Odyssey and anything that looks like woke Hollywood, they'll tell you you're a conspiracy theorist or that you should just trust Rotten Tomatoes. Just trust the critics, trust Hollywood. Otherwise, you're committing wrongthink and you should be shamed for it. But even the reviews themselves look very suspect. A lot of people claiming these don't look like real people. Ironically enough, when it's always these brigading bots who are having their reviews completely wiped away, the positive ones look way more like bots.
Incredible.
Here is a very high rating saying, great movie, don't listen to the podcasters. They don't read great literature, let alone know what mythology or adaptation means. Watch and enjoy. Dislike the pacing, but overall a great movie.
That's weird.
In fact, when we saw some of the critic scores the other day, their reviews were almost copy and pasted from one another, which is nothing new, but shows that there is something very fishy going on here. And people are asking a very important question. What is the point of these review websites if they're just going to delete all the negative reviews? This is one of those things, does it pass the eyeball test? If you're being objective about this and how much backlash this film has gotten, do you really believe in an honest situation this film would get a 97% audience score? They'll say you're coping, they'll say you're a conspiracy theorist, but
are you
looking
seething?
at the backlash,
Are you coping
there's
and seething?
absolutely no way that score makes sense. If it was something in the 70s or whatever, maybe people would start to accept it, but 56% sounds a lot more like what you would expect for a film that has generated nuclear levels of backlash up until this point. And
Wait,
also to
is it 3 hours long too? Jeez.
nuclear levels of backlash up until this point. And also to add on to this, you can see people reporting that the Odyssey is faking ticket sales by buying up theaters and seats to make the movie look like a success. Already 400 million in the hole. Moviegoers are reportedly having a terrible set of seats because, well, everything else is full. But when they show up, the theaters are mostly empty. And you can see some of the posts here saying Sister works at a theater in Reno and said the same thing. Corporate even told them to be ready for a full house in the first couple of weekends due to ticket sales, but it's not adding up. A location I had also had unexpected full house from morning till night. Something's not adding up here. I saw it yesterday with my son. The website showed pretty much the whole theater sold out, so we had to sit near the front. It showed my row half full, but we were the only ones in there. I figured maybe it was a family that couldn't make it and got a refund, but I got up and went to the restroom halfway through the movie and the theater was barely full. Here's another one saying that's honestly upsetting. Front rows are brutal. I get there's assigned seating now, but I would have moved to more comfortable seats after a while.
You can just do it. You can do things.
You've had to sit in the front seats for any movie.
Comfortable seats are your car
experience.
seats. Just drive
if
away.
you like that, bless you. But for most people, that is a terrible experience to the point of not even really wanting to go. So it's pretty crazy that there's people out there claiming they wanted to support this film and check it out, and they're being subjected to terrible seats because something weird is going on. It's very weird that it seems like every single theater is completely sold out, but a lot of people are claiming when they go there, it's at least half empty. But if you want to know how mad people are, you might have noticed on basically every post talking about the manipulation going on with this film, there's always proposed community notes.
Yep.
And if you want to know how disingenuous these proposed notes are,
I do.
Let's look at this one. This is the top proposed note saying, conservatives had no problem with faking ticket sales when it benefited Sound of Freedom in 2023. This is another example of conservatives having one rule for them, another rule for everyone else. Isn't that amazing?
AstroTurf, yeah.
It is the most biased and opinionated proposed note ever. This is not what you're supposed to be doing on a community note. Like, this is clearly just trying to be argumentative for the sake of proving some point or proving some side. And it also proves another thing. People are still seething about the Sound of Freedom, which did really well. A film that was exposing human trafficking, for some reason, was deemed as problematic back in 2023.
Makes you thunk, don't it?
Were very mad in the media, in Hollywood as well, that film did so well, despite being essentially blacklisted by the media. And it's very telling that it once again shows up in the note here, in this discourse about the Odyssey. Very strange stuff. But overall, that's kind of the takeaway. A lot of strange things are happening with this film. Again, people who are mad about videos like this aren't going to listen to this portion where I say, again, I'm not surprised it's having a strong box office performance, but I think the weird things going on with this film suggest there's some manipulation going on. And if you think manipulation at places like Hollywood and these review sites is impossible, I mean, what are you, born yesterday? Like, I literally don't know what to tell you at this point. But for now, that's what's going on with the Odyssey, and that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time.
See ya. All right, you know the usual, like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Thanks for watching. Peace. All right. Oh man, I'm quite tired. I'm sure you could tell I was fading there. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and drop by
Uranus?
Cinny.
Is that your favorite planet there, Dauntless?
I see Punches over there right now. Anyone else I recognize in chat?
Doesn't Saturn have a star in the same shape as a certain David
Whoa,
star?
but-
What?
What?
Wait, why is there no music?
Anyway, I'll go ahead and drop the links. I will do the official raid over
There's literally
on
no music. Hold
Rumble
on. I guess we'll
and
find. We'll
the
get Jupiter.
unofficial raid over on YouTube.
It had its one chance. Actually, you can.
Go say hi. Let's see. There
You
we
can
go.
stop Jupiter, the bringer. of
Waka waka. All right. Yeah.
Jollity.
All right.
Jollity?
Have a good one, everyone. I should
Never
be
heard of that
streaming
before.
tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. Peace. All right. There it is over there.
Holy
And
shit!
then we'll post over here as
Hey
well.
Rob, how you doing?
Peace.
Yep, the hexagon.
Nighty night, everybody. Like I said, thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Where
Saturn,
is?
where the Jews came from. Oh my
Oh
gosh,
God,
by the
they're
way,
talking
this
about the
thing earlier
Jews.
this week was
All
lacking
right.
decorations
Peace.
and maybe some plants. Yeah, I haven't gotten there. I'm getting there.
narrow and it never
I have a modest home.
Kevin. All right.
Storm and steel and centuries,
I don't know, I think
he
chat would laugh
carried
at
a
me.
righteous
I
flame.
don't like it about
Like
this
Night.
hearted Jack the
Hold on, I haven't
Deathless,
bought
but
any
the
of the,
heart still feels the pain. He sailed when Rome still ruled the
Any
waves
of the
and
decorations,
Carthage
not a single one.
burned
So
to
let
ash.
me
Cut down tyrants
rectify
by the
that.
score, left empires in the crash. No blade could keep him under, no grave
bear
could
traps
hold
that make me
him
think
long.
of Grave and how he
He
very
rose
happily
with
put one in
every
his room.
sunrise,
Shit, I
still
ran out of
singing the